40 years journey in real estate and in business, there have been a couple people that took the time, their own time, and invested some time with me to share with me, hey man, try this or try that, or you should check this out. They went out of their way to help me, and that's what I'm doing tonight. I want to help you guys get in the real estate game to find out why you're not buying it. You're driving by it, okay? Somebody's buying it. You live in it. You're paying for it, okay? Your marketplace, whether you're in New York City or Los Angeles today or Miami or Detroit or Dallas, Austin, Texas, or Amarillo, wherever you are, San Antonio, all the way to Boston, real estate is making people rich, and this is not a new thing, by the way. This is a very long-term trend. Thousands of years, people have searched for great real estate to live in, to run businesses in, to have, I remember the guy, P.T. Barnum, he looked for the best location to have his circus in, right, Jared?
Always.
Okay. People look for the best places to have their houses and their homes. The Nile River, people during Egypt days, they settled around that water. Okay, why? Because they had boats coming in, produce coming in. The agriculture was supported by the river.
They could fish. They
could fish there. You go down to the Caribbean, people can fish there. They don't even need a job. Man, if you got great real estate, okay, and I'm going to be sharing with you how to get it, how to keep it, how to make sure it cash flows, how to make sure you never lose it, how to get started, and how to scale. Everything you want to know about the game. Now, my target tonight, I want everybody, if you have something to write with, I don't think you guys have ever seen me do an interview or one of these webinars where I didn't have something to write with, okay? I always have something to write with because I'm going to learn something from the questions that are asked here. By the way, you guys can throw your questions in the chat. Seeing the chat's always good for me. I love to see the chat. Really, really so happy. So many people. What 40,000 people registered for this? 40,000 people registered for this over the last 2 weeks to be at this event. So if you're at your home, you're at your office, you're in the backseat of somebody's car, and you're watching it on your phone, please do yourself a favor. I'm going to give you a blueprint to take advantage of what I believe is the single biggest real estate opportunity in my entire lifetime. And I've been doing this since I was 28 years old. 37 years I've been buying real estate, shopping it, buying it, looking at it, studying it, reading books about it, underwriting tens of thousands of deals. Underwriting means basically to figure out what something's worth. What can I pay for it? What can the next person pay for it? So I'm going to go through a lot of information, okay? I'm telling you, it's going to feel like you're going to be hit by a damn truck of data, okay? All the information that I'm sharing with you, if you get overwhelmed, I want you to understand this. First of all, real estate is for everyone. Coding, computers, or software, technology, becoming a tech guy, becoming a ball player, becoming a rapper, a dancer, a singer, catching a football, becoming Tom Brady. Those things are almost impossible for 99.99% of all the population. Anyone can buy real estate. You could be handicapped and buy real estate. You could be a bad learner and buy real estate. You could be broke and buy real estate. You could have bad credit. I'll show you tonight how to actually buy real estate that does not even require for you to have a credit score, okay? Believe it or not. And this works worldwide, and there's some things that are happening right now, that are going to actually accelerate how that works for you where you live. Speaking of where you live, nice segue, post below where you are right now, okay? We got Orlando in the house.
DC, Ventura, California.
Oh my gosh, man, great marketplace right there. Ventura.
Hungry. Las
Joey
Vegas.
said I should pay my taxes. Joey, why would I pay taxes? I don't owe any taxes. Okay? And that's another thing I'm going to show you with the real estate today. How to actually take your earned income tax bill to zero as a professional real estate investor. We got Hawaii in the house, Dallas, Maryland, New York City,
Charlevoix.
Oh, Quebec is in the house, Kentucky.
Big Bear.
Fort Lauderdale.
Sunrise.
Oh my God, Sunrise.
Beaumont, Texas.
How much real estate do I own at Sunrise?
700 units, plus Weston.
Yeah. Another 500?
So 1,500 units.
Yeah. I got
1,300.
1,300?
1,200, yeah.
In Sunshine, one marketplace, I own 1,300 units. Those units have to be worth, that's got to be worth $500 million worth of real estate.
More than that, yeah.
Sanibel, Chicago, Lawrence, Hollywood, Cincinnati, Kansas City, awesome. Oakland, Austin,
Colorado
Alabama,
Springs, Jamestown, Athens, San Diego,
Colorado Springs,
North Carolina,
South Lake Tahoe.
Boston,
Oh my God, Boston,
New
Philadelphia.
Jersey, New
Okay.
Jersey.
Now you guys might have seen me on TV this week trashing some cities in America. I'll be talking to you tonight, state of the inn, and I'm gonna go over the best and worst cities to invest in. There's cities right now that you have to be very, very careful in. I'll go over those with you. I can even go over little pockets in cities like Sweet Home, Texas. Okay, Greensville, South Carolina, unbelievable market, unbelievable. Tennessee, depends on where.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
Memphis, Tennessee, I wouldn't buy with your money, anybody's money. Go to Charlotte, Knoxville, Nashville, Knoxville, Clarksville.
Murfreesboro.
Dude, you could just like put a blindfold on and just start buying stuff.
How many deals do you think you look at in a given week?
In a given week, well, I had to look at 50 deals today. So whatever 50 times 7 is, 300 deals a week.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to show you how to do that tonight, how to get on a deal list, okay? Would that be valuable for everybody? Sarasota, Florida. Like, where are the deals, dude? Okay, now who do I talk to? I'll show you that tonight. How do I talk to them? How do I make a phone call and they treat me like, okay, I should pay attention to this guy? Where do you get loans from? What banks give loans? What banks don't? How can you make sure that you wouldn't be turned down? How would you like to know tonight how to raise money for deals like I have? I'm going to share all that with you. Grab something. I'm giving you guys time to grab something to write with, okay? Because it's going to come at you hard. It's going to come fast. It's going to feel like you're sitting in front of a genius. And I'm going to tell you, I started 27 years ago with no money, none. I had no money. How many of you here have no money? You're like, dude, I don't have any money. This would be my breakthrough education right here. Can we put this chat back on this main one right here, just kind of to the right of me, so I don't have to look down?
Yes, sir. Let me work on it.
That's fine, dude. If you can't do it, no problem. Okay. All right. I started with no money. I'm 28 years old. Okay. Guess what else I didn't have? No credit.
No credit or bad credit?
I just didn't have any history. By the way, I'd rather have bad credit than no history.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what else I didn't have. No information. I didn't have any data. I didn't know good deal, bad deal. I knew real estate. I just intuitively knew real estate was like a solution for me. I knew it. I knew because when my dad died when I was 10 years old, my mom sold the house that we lived in and got money. Okay? And I was like, oh, okay, wow. Having a piece of real estate that's paid for is important. Okay? I didn't have money. I didn't have credit. I couldn't buy one, or at least I didn't think I could. I find out different about that. I didn't have any information. I didn't know whether I should look at a gas station, a hotel, a department store. I had no clue where to start. All real estate was the same to me. Section 8. What was Section 8? I didn't know. Okay? What was a duplex? That's 2 units. What's a threeplex or a triplex? 3 units. What's a fourplex? 4 units. What's commercial? 5 units and bigger. I didn't know any of this data. But let me tell you something else I didn't have. No connections. I didn't know who to talk to about any of this stuff, okay? No, I didn't have a network. I was by myself. So if you suffer from any of these things, I'm going to show you how to solve all of it tonight. And I'm going to also show you why people don't buy more real estate, okay? Because you guys should. I'm going to be giving you some information. Some of it will show up in a form of a slide. My team's going to help me show you this slide. There's a very, very professional live presentation to you to help you either get started or scale up. Now, why should you listen to me? Guys, I've been buying real estate for 27 years. I own $4.5 billion worth of real estate. I'll show you a deal that we just bought. Can you go to my computer? Literally just bought this deal, okay? I'm not giving you information about something that happened 1 year ago or 10 years ago or 30 years ago. This happened when? When did I do this deal?
Which deal, Fort Myers?
Yeah.
We just went hard. We're closing in like 2 weeks.
This deal is actively working right now. If you went and tried to buy Coral Point at the Forum, okay, that deal is going to be what deal size?
Mid-50s, 56 million.
$56 million. We'll pay cash for that deal. There's a reason I'm paying cash and not using debt. I'll go over that in a little bit, okay? This is Coral Point, one of the hottest markets in the country, near Fort Myers. We own about 1,000 units there. So I'm just telling you, like, you're not listening to somebody that hasn't done this before. I've 39 properties right now. We sent out $60 million to our investors last year. Okay, we have a bunch of investors that invest alongside with me. It hadn't always been like that, but that's where I'm at today. Now I'm going to go back to this situation. 28 years old. I don't know anything. I got a job. I don't have any money. I got a college degree. Nobody cares about. I can't use it. I'm selling automobiles. I'm going between selling cars, which I hated, and financing cars, okay, in a management position. I didn't have any credit. I didn't have any information. I didn't have any connections. But tell you what I did have, bras, ladies, I had some heart. Mm-hmm. Okay, I had big D. Desire, okay? So if you guys have a commitment, that's a big commitment to okay, I have to learn how to play this game. That means I have to make a commitment. I didn't have all the other stuff, but I had this one thing. How many of you here have desire? Throw it in the chat if you got big D. I can't see it anymore. I can't see the chat anymore though. Yeah, that doesn't work though. Up there it doesn't work. It'd be the middle one that worked. Let's just go back to that one. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what's wrong with New York? I'll tell you in a second. Rocking the heart. Big energy, big D. I got big D.
Riza,
Okay.
PRP,
I'm not
Christine,
talking about
Barb.
Yeah.
Sue's got big D.
Yeah. San Francisco's got some big D. Joey's got some D. Burning big desire. Okay, now let me tell you, I wasn't just excited about it. I'm going to use real estate to create wealth for me and my family. Mm-hmm. See, first thing you guys have to do is you got to make that commitment right there. I can get you through the rest, and I can get you through the rest, and you don't I'm telling you, I'll give you enough game tonight, okay, that you could literally. I can't promise this, can't guarantee. I don't know how much your desire and tenacity and your persistence is. Can't guarantee this would happen to you, but I'm telling you, I will give you $1 billion worth of game tonight. If I'm exaggerating that, I'll give you 10 million. Okay, so if you're ready to get started, grab a pen, grab something to write with. Also, for those of you who don't like drinking out of a fire hose, and for those of you who know right now, your desire is not to get all the information you can in 2 hours, and you would like to get as much information as you can, and you're committed to getting the education that I have done for 27 years. We put together an opportunity for everybody here tonight. It's at grantcardone.com/now. grantcardone.com/now. It's basically, what's the total value of that offer? That opportunity.
It is.
I didn't see that. It was like a $13,000, $14,000
$13,000
offer. It's at grantcardone.com/now. This is just for you guys that know you want to do this. I'm going to do it for $297. It's so stupid. It's just for the first 100 people that want to take advantage of this. And it includes basically these products up here. A master class that I did on real estate. It's a $10,000 course. I'm going to give it away to you for anybody that takes advantage of this. First 100.
People paid $10,000 to be in that room for 2 days.
And you'll see the people in the room. Everyone in the room.
event.
It was $1 million event. I was paid $1 million to do this event for 100 people. I'm going to give you that recording, okay? Number 2 thing I'm going to give you is in, 10 days?
Yep.
In 10 days, I'm going to do a 2-day event. Expanding on the data I'm about to give you. I'm going to give you that for free. I'm going to give you the $10,000 program. I'm going to give you the 2-day event free. Also, I'm going to give you, we just came out with this, our multifamily real estate terms. You're going to hear a lot of information tonight. And you're like, I don't understand what he's talking. What's NOI? Okay? And that's in this data. This was written by me with the help of my staff. I'm also going to give you one of our cash flow hats, man. This is what I live and die by right here. If it don't cash flow, we don't play. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to get as much cash flow. I'm going to actually show you a trick tonight, how to use the cash flow to estimate the future value of the asset. Also, I'm going to give you the real estate book, how to invest in how to create wealth investing in real estate. It's not clicking for me. And also, I'm going to give you our toolbox, okay? I'm going to do all that for $297. If you want to take advantage of it, take advantage of it.
Next slide.
How many times do you want me to do that?
Next slide, Mateo.
No. See, now we went past it all, okay? So this is what I'm going to give you. And for the first 100 people, I'm going to do a one-on-one strategy call with my team and you. You could do that tonight if you wanted to, okay? You literally, once you sign up for this, I'm going to send you a link to schedule a call. I can't do everybody, but I can do 100 people. I'm here to help you. We're here to support you. And I'm going to tell you why you're not buying real estate. And if you're not buying real estate, folks, no offense, but you're missing it, man. You're missing it. This is way easier than Bitcoin, okay? It's way easier than holding on to gold or silver or being used by the stock market. Here are 4 reasons you're not buying real estate right now. Number 1, you don't know where the deals are. Where are the deals? What is a deal, okay? Number 1, biggest thing, and I'll be talking about this most of this session. I'm going to be sharing with you how to figure out what's a good deal, what's a mediocre deal. My partner today called me from Scottsdale. I found this great piece of real estate. I said, bro, I shopped that piece of real estate 6 years ago. Leave it alone. It's tired. It's old. I mean, maybe it's worth something at some point, but I don't think you get that deal. And I don't think you want that deal, okay? Because in 9 months, it's going to be completely vacant. And guess what? At that point, it doesn't cash flow, okay? Number 2 reason you guys don't do deals is because you don't know where to get debt, credit, or a bank loan. This is so important today because if you don't know this part of this game today, you can't buy good real estate. I'm not talking about credit card debt. I'm not talking about car debt. I'm not talking about house debt. I'm not talking about a mortgage. I'm talking about using Fannie Mae, largest lender in the world, Freddie Mac, second largest lender in the world, and what is it, FHA?
Fannie Mae.
No, not Fannie, Freddie. I did those. FHA? Yeah, FHA.
Yep.
Yeah. Veteran Administration, okay? They have plenty of money to offer debt, and there's some opportunities right now, like Joe Biden's giving away $25,000 right now that you don't have to pay back if you're a first-time buyer that you could buy a home with. Single family or 4 units?
I think it qualifies for both. Let me look it up.
I think both.
Anything
Third
before, yeah.
thing, the third reason you're not buying real estate is because you don't have any money, or what's called, referred to in the real estate world as E, vitamin E. We got vitamin D, deal. Vitamin D again, debt. And then we got vitamin E, equity, money, cash, okay, down payment. Okay, I'll show you where to get that tonight. I'll show you exactly how to set up a partnership with your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, friends, or your boss so that you could actually expand and build a real estate portfolio. The 4th reason you don't buy real estate is because of your network. Okay, I'm going to show you tonight where you could actually join up and become part of a network of real estate investors. They're all over the country, and 90% of them, you think 90% are worthwhile?
Of the real estate clubs?
Is that too aggressive?
No, real estate clubs are very important.
That's Ryan Secco, by the way. Ryan Secco works with me. He's been buying real estate with me for what?
9 years.
9 years now.
Curtis says, what about a credit score of 480?
No problem, bro.
There's a way to do it.
How about a credit score of 4.8? How about I show you how to get a deal where they're like, we don't even want to pull your credit score. Give me a napkin, guys. Okay. I did a deal when I was 31 years old, and by that time I had fixed my credit. And I had a good job. I was starting to make some money, and I had a little business. And my business was making money, and I found a real estate deal, 48 units. And I went to the bank. I knew exactly the right questions to ask the bank. After learning 3 of the years, I educated myself. I went to workshops, I bought programs, I read books. Dude, I spent 3 years studying real estate before I could finally buy my first piece. So, because the first time I did a deal, I went to the wrong bank, and the second time I went to the wrong bank again, okay? You don't need to go to the wrong bank. You need a network. And your network's going to tell you, no, don't go to your bank, dude. Don't go to your regional bank. Don't go to the Bank of Arkansas. Don't go to the Bank of America. Go to these 2 guys. This is what they do, okay? That's part of your network. Also, the brokers are part of your network. I'll show you more about that tonight and how to build that. But the best place to build your network is with other investors. And the 5th thing, somebody asked me the other day, man, what's the difference between you and like, I don't know, somebody that writes books about real estate but doesn't buy it. A bunch of those guys, by the way. Now, keep in mind, I have $4.5 billion worth of real estate. I just showed you a deal we're working right now. If you guys want to find out how legitimate I am, go to cardonecapital.com. You'll see every piece of real estate that I currently own. Last month, we paid out, what did we pay this month? Not last month.
$6.5 million.
$6.5 million was sent out to a network of people that support my real estate investments. When I find a deal, we go get a bank loan, we get equity from that network. Now, somebody needs to have confidence that this is a good deal. I don't mean too much confidence. I don't mean arrogance. I don't mean overconfident. Bro, you need to know what the difference between a good deal and a marginal deal and a great deal, okay? One deal, and tonight what we're going to focus on is how to find one deal that makes you $1 million. In fact, this would be my criteria for every single deal. Like if you gave me a piece of real estate and said, Grant, I'll give you this piece. You don't have to put any money. In fact, Grant, we already got a loan on it. I'm going to give you the loan. If the deal can't make me $1 million, I want nothing to do with it. And you shouldn't either, by the way. Now, I know I'm going to get some hate for that. Oh, God dang. Grant Cardone said you got to make $1 million on the deal for it to be worthwhile. I'm telling you, you should make $1 million on every single deal you do. Otherwise, just keep your job.
And the funny thing, though, about that is that when people think, oh, how am I going to make $1 million profit on that deal? They get into like all of the mechanics of like, how do I do it? How do I buy it? How long do I have to wait? How long do I have to wait? What if I told you that you could get $1 million profit in a deal by raising the rents by $30?
Yeah.
Like by raising rents on the property by $30 a month, you could get $1 million profit in the deal. Grant will show you the.
We'll show you that formula tonight. Okay, just stay to the end. Don't jump in and out. This could be, and I want everybody on your notepad to write down today's date. Okay, write your date down today. And today, okay, you're going to look back a year from now and say, bro, everything that guy told me I could do, I did. Okay, all I want to do is when we're out in public, I just want to hear about the deals you did. All right? Okay, so let's get started. 5 reasons. I'm going to handle all 5 of these reasons why you're not buying real estate. It's the same 5 reasons why your dad, your uncle, your aunt, your mom, your grandpa, okay? Y'all want to try this out? Call your grandfather tonight. Peter's here tonight. Call your grandpa and say, Grandpa, if you'd have bought all the real estate where we grew up, how rich would you be? Okay, the answer will almost always be the same. Your grandfather or grandmother will say, we should have bought the entire town. All right? I'm going to show you guys how to do that tonight. Stick with me. I'm going to show you my journey. Okay, I got started with no money. Remember, I don't have any money. I'm not Grant Cardone. I'm 28 years old. Nobody knows me. I don't have a name, dude. I don't even have a car. I don't have my own car.
Wow.
I have an apartment. I'm paying $275 a month. I do not have a home. That was my rent. $275 a month. I'm coming out of college. Selling cars, slinging cars, making $200 a car. I was selling Pontiacs. I get sticker for a car and I get paid $200. Man, I was a killer, okay? So I started studying real estate because I didn't want to keep hustling sales every day. If you guys are in sales, you know what I mean. Maybe you're a receptionist. Maybe you're a plumber. You're a chiropractor. You're just hustling bodies, okay? Okay, you're a doctor. You're a dentist. You're like, I got to hustle root canals. Dude, it's all the same hustle. You do some work, you get paid, boom. You got to go do some work, you get paid, boom. You pay taxes. I forgot about that part. You do some work, you get paid, they take it from you, and you got to go do some more work again, okay? It's all just like trade time for money. The difference with real estate is when you buy a piece of real estate, okay, that's my little real estate right there. And somebody lives in this real estate, it becomes income. It becomes a second flow of income. And that's what I wanted. I'm paying $275 a month over here, and I'm like, dude, what does this guy know? This guy's collecting my $275. Now, my mama told me, she's like, son, don't rent where you live, own where you live. And I said, okay, great. But really, Mom, what I want to do is I want to be this guy that owns a piece of real estate. He didn't live where he rented to me, okay? If he lived there, it'd be weird if I moved in with him, okay? That's tight living, okay, at $275 a month. So he owned the place, rented it to me, collected that rent. That was, let me see, I'm doing some quick math here. This is 35 years ago. Can you guys pull up? Man, I don't have that address anymore though. Do you guys have the duplex that I grew up in? The duplex where I was living?
Yes, sir. Coming up right
Oh,
up.
the $275 a month.
Yeah, you probably have it. Before Sheffield. I hadn't bought Sheffield yet.
This is the one in Louisiana, the one
Yeah, Lake
you're
Charles,
always
Louisiana.
late on.
Yeah, it's on 11th Street. Yeah, it was on 11th Street. Anyway, little tiny duplex. It's somewhere on the internet, I know. Grant Cardone.
Yeah, the great news is like Octo Rose just said, I got divorced, my ex ruined my credit. How important is credit? When you're investing in deals like this, like for some of you guys, you're like, I got bad credit, how do I get started? The credit doesn't matter. Grant will show you that when he talks about a specific real estate term shortly here. It is possible to buy real estate after a bankruptcy because they loan money on the deal, not on you, the borrower.
Yeah,
that's the big difference. They look at the piece of real estate like a business, the bank does.
Yeah.
They don't look at it like they're giving you a loan, they're giving the property a loan, because if you can't pay the loan, the bank takes the property.
Yeah,
So they have the asset.
Show them that picture real quick. Can you go in on that picture? Or that's as close as you can get. They can see it, right? That's where I lived. Now, Charlie Whitman, you can look it up in the records, owned that house. Charlie Whitman was my accounting teacher. Okay? Charlie Whitman owned that house. They owned that house for, I don't know, 30 years of collecting $275 a month. If I could remember this address right now. Let's see. I'll never.
Don't get hung up on it, yeah.
Okay. I bet you the rents on that house today are probably $1,500 on that. There's no housing in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Okay, so Charlie's family would have got rich if they stayed in that house. My mom could have been buying this. You guys could have been buying this. In every city in America, that opportunity's out there. And by the way, they're bigger right now than they've been in my entire career. I believe this is a bigger opportunity. Now, I'm going to show you what happens as you start on your journey. I started with nothing except desire. Okay, it's I think the date back then was like 83? Let me see if I can actually see the date on this graph. I'm going to show you a graph. I had no housing.
83, yeah.
I went and bought a $77,000 house and then a $92,500 house. I did this with $3,000 down, and I did this with no money down. Okay, what's my net worth now? I went from zero in 1 month. I had $169,000 worth of asset value. My cash didn't change, my talents didn't change, nothing. I went from being worth zero to having $200,000. Now I did have some debt to go with it. Okay? I literally, I have a what's called a balance sheet now. I went from zero to 200 grand. You cannot do that with money, folks. You can only do that because you find an asset that someone else lives in. Okay? If I'd have bought my house, yeah, it could count for 200 grand, but the problem with owning a house is I got to make the payments on it. I then took a little time and started studying the game, okay? Remember, I'm in sales at the time, and I went and bought 3 more properties, and I go from 2 units to 178 units, literally in a period of, what does this have, Jared, 10 years?
91, yeah.
Yeah, no, 8 years. In 8 years, I went from being worth 200 grand to $7 million worth of housing. Kept learning, kept studying, boom. 3 years later, 38 million, 600 units. Okay, you guys think this isn't real? By the way, all this has been underwritten. All this is a public record. All this has been underwritten. Okay, regardless of what anybody says about Grant Cardone on YouTube, all these properties have a record. You can literally go back in time and see what they're worth. I'll actually validate that to you here in a second. I had 2,000 units and went and sold everything before 2008. People were like, bro, how did you know to sell everything? Sold everything except 500 units that I kept in San Diego. I built on those 500 units. This is 2012. Same kind of time we're in right now, by the way. A correction is underway. Okay? I avoided a big correction. Went and purchased on the other side of the correction. I went from 500 units to 1,000 units, then to 2,200 units, then to 3,200 units, and then went to, this stopped. My graph stopped. Why did my graph stop, man?
Go back one more. Go back.
Go back?
Yeah. Now go forward.
My graph stopped.
There you go.
Oh yeah, my grass stop, y'all almost cost me $4 billion right there. Okay, that's where we're at right now. And we just put a deal under contract today, and I have 5 more deals working right now. Now, why am I so excited? This is the greatest real estate opportunity in my entire lifetime that has nothing to do with anything you've done. Okay, literally, the Super Bowl of real estate is getting ready to happen, and it has nothing to do with the fact that you've done anything. Okay, you just got to decide whether you're going to get in the stadium and play, or you're going to watch.
Yeah.
You're going to spectate from inside the stadium, outside the stadium. You're going to look up 10 years from now and say, damn, that guy said on that night, he said this was going to happen, okay? This is what's happening right now. There's a major correction underway. Now, why is that important? Because real estate adjusts when there's credit corrections, not real estate corrections, okay? The money corrupts and then the real estate goes down in value. Let's say this is 1990, okay? There was a crack in the mortgage. There was a mortgage crisis in 1990. If you bought between 1990 and 1996, anything you bought here, dude, it was like straight up and vertical, okay? It was unbelievable. One of the great real estate opportunities of our lifetime. Why? There was a bunch of credit and loan associations that collapsed. In fact, there was 700 of them that collapsed.
Yeah, the savings and
okay?
Yeah.
2008, I know this graph's not right. 2008, what happened in 2008? Bang. Mortgage crisis, not a real estate crisis, a mortgage crisis. In fact, a major mortgage crisis started with Lehman Brothers collapsing on Wall Street. It really didn't have anything to do with your house. It had something to do with debt, okay? Debt. When there's a debt crisis, values went down. In 2010, if you'd have started buying real estate in 2010, you'd be given this webinar right now, not listening to it. You'd be rich. All you had to do was buy 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The more the better, because the more money you would have made, all right? That's happening right now. Why is that happening right now, by the way? And it's going to morph. I'm telling you, this will morph the 2008, 2010 collapse. Why? There's $2.8 trillion of debt coming due between 2024 and 26. 24, 25, let's see, yeah. 24,
25, 26.
25, 26. Okay, this is how it's going to roll out. $800 billion this year. Folks, I'm talking to these people every day. Jared asked me how many deals I look at. 300, 400 deals a week. Individual properties, okay? 800 billion will roll out next year. This has to be sold. It has to be fixed. Imagine you got a car loan. And your car loan is due right now, but you took the car loan out 5 years ago, and it's due right now. You don't have a choice. You have to sell the car. You have to either get rid of the car, it's due. The balloon payment on the lease is due. That's what's happening right here. This will be the biggest correction, I believe, in my lifetime. Number 2, Fannie Mae just came out with a new regulation. This Fannie Mae regulation is going to create tremendous opportunities. Anything with 4 units. Imagine you're in Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee. You're in, what's that little town in Alabama? Mobile, Alabama. And you could find 4 units for $350,000, $75,000 a unit, and they're renting for $750 a month. They're already rented. They're completely full. Fannie Mae will let you get a 5% loan, 5% down payment on that. You could literally put on that deal $18,000. And you would have a $350,000 asset. Now check this out. Okay, now I'm going fast. I know I'm going fast. I know it's going to be a lot. Okay, Jared brought up something. This is called the increased value calculation. The increased value calculation is a way for you to determine whether there's a good deal or not. Okay, now 40,000 people signed up for this to be here tonight. So thank you guys for trusting me. Thank you for coming here. Please pay attention. And please keep an open mind. And just for the next, 90 minutes, just listen like, okay, this guy's giving me a gift. I'm literally giving you a gift. Okay, why am I doing this? Because I want to. I want to help people. Okay, I want to help people. And if you were in my position, I would hope that you, when you get to where I'm at, you're going to take your time and say, I'm going to help some people. Okay? 99% of you are just going to take tonight and use tonight for whatever it's worth to you, okay? There's going to be a handful of you that decide to actually invest with me in the future, to be in a club with me in the future, to do business deals together in the future, okay? To learn from me, whatever. However you want to do it's fine, but just you can't get there if you don't just like have an open mind and a open heart to like, I just want to help you tonight, okay? 5% down on this. You're going to put $18,000 down. This does not have to be your money, by the way. Okay? And imagine, I'll give you all the details on Fannie Mae here in a second. And imagine, like Jared said, that these rents are $750 and they should really be $1,000. How many of you think that's believable? That a $750 payment in a decent part of Mobile, this doesn't have to be a great location in Mobile. How many believe the raising the rent from $750 to $1,000 is probably doable, not in all cities, but in most cities, if it's a nice, not a great asset, but a nice asset? Just tell me, hit in the chat if it makes sense. Okay, now watch. I'm going to show you. Yeah, it's real. People are saying it's real. Okay, this is called the increased value calculation. I'm going to take the $250 a month. Assume that I found an asset where I could raise the rents, $250 times 4 times 12, increases the income of the property by $12,000 a year. It doesn't seem like a lot. But in real estate, the kind of real estate I'm talking about, the value of the real estate is based on the value of its income. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The value of the real estate, the future value of the real estate is based on the ability, just like stocks are. NVIDIA added $200 billion of value today based on its earnings from last quarter. Because they say based on what it did last quarter, the future value of this company, and this is how real estate works, okay? I'm going to divide that by 0.08. I just increased the value of this property by $150,000 with a $250 rent raise. $250 on 4 units became the increased value of the property, $150,000. What did I pay for the property? Now watch this. Watch the power. This is called leverage. Okay? I bought something for $350. I raised the rent $250. Okay? And that $250 makes the property worth $500,000, 150 grand more for me. This is called leverage. This raise right here on 1 unit and then done 4 times to 4 units increased the value of the asset by $150,000 or 42% of what I paid for the asset. All I did was put 5% down. Okay, my 5% went up 8x. Plus I have cash flow. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys that again. I put 5% down, $18,000. My $18,000 became 150 grand. That's almost a 10x return. It's really 8x. That's what I put here. It's an 8x return on my money on an asset I now own. Imagine if I did that not 1 time, but twice, or 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, all right there in Mobile. You'd want to be, by the way, on the east side of Mobile, not the west side. I said, you guys, when you guys stay to the end, I'm going to go over different little pockets and markets. I don't know every market in the country, but I know most of them because I've shopped them myself, okay? Now, what did I do right here? This is called leverage. I'm using Fannie Mae, 5% down. Finding an asset. If the asset's value, the price cannot go up. What's the value of the asset? The value of the asset is based on the value of the income. As the income goes up, the value of the asset. This is not a single family home. Okay? This is a property with income, and that's what Fannie Mae wants to give loans on. Also, let me just say this. The default rate on a home, a single family home, is 6%. The default rate on a 4-unit deal is 0.05%. It's like, I don't know what that is. Is that
0.5%?
A half of 1%? Was that 12 times? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's 12x. There's a 12x less likelihood of you defaulting on a 4-unit deal than a single family house, okay? Third, there's called a DSCR rule, debt coverage ratio or debt service coverage ratio. I'll go over that in a little bit. It's a little complicated, but basically it says the principal and interest on a loan, let's say it's $10,000, I need the NOI to be 125% of that number. So if I'm paying $10,000 out in principal and interest, I need $125,000 or $12,500 of income. Okay, I'll go over that in a little bit. It's not that complicated. Everybody uses the same rules. That's another beautiful thing about real estate. It's not like, Jared has one set of rules and Grant has another set, and over in California they have another set. The rules are the rules and they're set. Number 4, okay, this is the big opportunity. There's a glut of opportunity, okay? So what happens in anything, supply and demand? Supply and demand is this. The more supply, the lower the price, okay? Awesome. The less supply, okay, as this curve goes down, this goes up, right? As this goes down, this price goes up. You guys follow me? Now, what happened now is we have a massive amount of supply coming. First, we have a mortgage crisis. They're just not admitting we have one. We have one, okay? We have mortgages due right now. Okay, now I did the math on this. This is going to be, I got to double check this. 2 trillion. 6, 9. Divided by, let's say the average building has 200 units. Let's say the average building is $40 million, okay? Divided by $40 million. Oops. Oh, God.
50,000.
50,000.
55,000.
Okay. That's 55,000 different properties. Now divide that by 3.
18.3.
18,300 properties like the one I just bought. Okay? Like this one I'm looking at right here. 18,300 individual properties across America. You're like, come on, man, it can't be that many. Bro, I'm not talking about single family homes here. There is no single family home opportunity in this country. Okay, if you're taking notes, write this down. Quit looking at single family homes. There's no opportunity in single family homes. They're not coming down in price. Why? Because of the supply chain. You don't have any supply. In fact, we're 4 million short of single family homes and another 40 million of single family homes that nobody actually wants, okay? Supply is limited, okay? This is price, that's supply. So if supply comes down, price goes up. That's single family homes. But in the case of the kind of property I'm gonna show you tonight, 4 units, 8 units, 12 units, 15 units, 200 units, okay? We got a reverse. We got a supply problem. We got a massive supply problem, and the only way to correct that is with a pricing problem. And this is where you make the money in real estate. Write this down. I haven't been able to say this in a long time, but I get to say it now. You make your money on the buy. Okay, it's an old adage. You want to make it when you buy it. Like we bought a deal last month, that Fundrise deal. What's the name of that? Icaria?
10X Tarpon Springs.
See if I have it here. Yeah.
10X?
Can I say what we paid for it? Can I make it public yet?
No.
No. Okay. I can't tell you what I paid for it. I'm gonna. Okay. This is a carrier. Okay. You see this deal right here? It's a real deal. You could go to Tampa and see this. South of Tampa. Look at this beautiful deal, huh? Gorgeous. North Tampa. How many acres, Ron? You know how many acres this was? Look at this. Look at it. Look at this.
I think it should say 5 acres.
They probably spent $10,000 on this book. Okay, and a bunch of people were given a phone call. I'm one of them because of my network, and we said we'd be interested in buying it. When we bought it, it was 92% occupied. It was built in 2020, 236 units. If you guys are in North Tampa, how many of you know this deal? It says, please refresh your screen if you're having problems with audio. Okay, if you guys are having problems, refresh your screen, man. Okay, there's the deal, 10X Tarpon Springs. We just bought that deal. Now, they paid, is it a record what they paid for it?
Yeah, they paid in mid-60s.
They paid $65 million thereabout for the property. Okay. Now, to build that asset today, there's two numbers: last price or last trade. Actually, is the word we use here. We don't ask about price. We say, when's the last time it traded and what did it trade for? Don't ask how much did they pay for it. They're going to be like, it's none of your business. But when you say, what did it trade for last? They're like, yeah, I'll tell you that number. I don't know why people weird out on this. Okay, 65 million. The replacement costs, RC, a very important term. You want to be under both of these ideally. What's the replacement cost on that beast?
I mean, it's probably into the 60 millions, so it's probably what they paid.
Yeah, so somewhere around, well, 350 a door.
350 a door.
What about that other deal down the street's 380 a door? Ryan, I'm asking Ryan questions. He's on the spot now, so he's having to do his homework.
350,000. 320 units.
How many units?
320.
How many?
No, what is it? 320 units?
Man, you're supposed to know all this, bro. I got to do everything. Okay?
I got a lot of deals in my head right now.
Yeah, well, but that's all you got in your head. 236 units.
Oh, 236.
236. Yeah, no. To build it today is $82 million. 350 a door. 236 times 350 a door, it'd be $82 million, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what we paid. What did the newspaper say? Hold on. I'm just going to show you guys what the newspaper said. The newspaper kind of, yeah. A carrier?
A little carried away.
Yeah, got a little carried away. Okay, Grant Cardone snaps up. Okay, read this, okay? You want to see this? Okay, check it out. See, this is what I love about real estate because, dude, it's real. Like people that say I ain't real, I'm like, okay, but that is. Like, okay, that's an article that was written by the Business Journal. Snaps up Tarpon Apartments at big discount.
It won't show it there. You got to go back. There's another article below.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about.
Snaps up Tarpon Springs Apartments at a big discount. What's the name of this property now? 10X Tarpon Springs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one they're talking about. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now, we bought below this price and we bought below this price, well below both of those. Okay. That's called below replacement cost and below the last trade. That opportunity did not exist 6 months ago. It's here, and it's here in big supply. These deals are going to be available, ladies and gentlemen, for you. You just got to go back to that desire thing. Like, do I have the desire? Are you guys willing to put the time in? You work 40 hours a week. Just throw in the chat, what's your income on 40 hours a week? What do they pay you where you work? 40 hours a week. If you're in the top 1%, no, the top 10%, what's the top 10% earners make, Jared, in this country?
167,000.
Let's say you got a great job, it's paying you $167,000 a year, okay? It's 40 hours. You remember that first deal I showed you? I showed you a 4-unit deal. How much money did that 4-unit deal make you? $150,000. Okay, you literally matched your income on one deal. Now you do this 40 hours times 52 weeks. You get a couple weeks off every year, right, Ryan? I give you a couple weeks off. I hate it too. Hate it. Hate when you guys aren't working. Okay, 40 hours a week, 52 weeks. Okay, and to get 167,000, and you can do one deal that makes you 150. Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you deals all night tonight that make you all night tonight. Why am I talking about nighttime shit? I'm lost, man. I'm into deals. Okay, I'm going to show you how you could find in your marketplace unlimited numbers of deals. Okay, that would make you, when done right, $1 million a deal. It would take you years, 30 or 40 years to ever get that kind of income and on one deal, okay? So how much time and energy would you guys be willing to put in to do this? I know some of you, by the way, just a big super congratulations for everybody that took advantage of now. GrantCardone.com/now. I offered to the first 100 people the masterclass. This is 16 hours. I'm going to spend 90 minutes with you tonight. A strategy call, okay? I don't know if all the strategy calls are taken or not. And how to create wealth investing in real estate. And for the next 2 weeks, we're doing a Q&A call for the next 2 weeks. And then I'm going to give you a 2-day live event, how to find $1 million in a real estate deal 2 days free. Come as my guest, okay? Free, completely free. You can bring everybody that you want to bring. I'm going to give you our 16-hour masterclass. This program right here. This is a 16-hour program. I'm going to give you our dictionary, all the major phrases and terminology in multifamily real estate. I'm also going to give you our interactive workbook so that when you guys join this book right here, come back to me. Don't just split the screen so they can see me and this. This book right here is what we'll be going over for 2 days. For the first 100, and I sent you guys out one of my hats, man. When you rock this house, I'm telling you, you show up at a house deal, and you got one of these on, they're gonna be like, oh man, you wanted Grant Cardone's.
I think you should do something to make the deal even stupider.
No, that is stupid enough, dude.
No, dude.
Like what?
Like,
I'm gonna give him that calculator. I'll give him the calculator.
Like
okay, that calculator I did, that's actually there's a financial calculator. You want me to show it to him right now?
you can show that to him.
Okay, let me show you our calculator. This thing is stupid, okay? So, like, I have I've always been pretty good at math, okay? And so, I know, for instance, if I find a 32-unit deal where I can increase the unit, 32 units, that's the most important number in real estate is this number, by the way. It's not how much you paid for it. It's not the cap rate, okay? It's not the cash flow. Those are important, but that's not the most important thing. Most important number in all of real estate. How many people do we have on Spaces? Let me know from them, okay? 32 units. If I can find a 32-unit deal anywhere in America or in Singapore or in Dubai where I could buy the 32 units and simply raise the rents $200, I would make $1,280,000. You're like, well, dude, how do you know that? Because that's the math. The value of the real estate, equals the value of its income. This real estate that I'm going to show you tonight has nothing to do with what your neighbor sold for. Nothing. It actually won't even be considered in the computation. Okay, the value of the real estate, how many?
115 on Spaces.
Okay, because those people are over there, they're committed to their Hamas rooms. I'm talking about Julius Assange tonight.
900 on TikTok, though.
Okay, you guys on TikTok, man, you're in the right place at the right time, baby. Okay, I know there's a long form video for you guys, so I know some of you guys have a little bit of an attention issue. Because those are 20-second videos over there. But
So you're going to
this
give
is the best education you guys could ever get in your lifetime, including your college degree. Trust me. Go ahead.
So you're going to give them the underwriting calculator, which is going to show them how to do all that
Well,
math.
I'm going to show you this math. This math that I'm doing in my head, we created a calculator, okay? And I'm going to give it to you tonight. Thank you, Jared, for getting me back on track there.
You're welcome. All the way over to the right?
All the way to the right?
It's
Why
got
they
a
put it over
little
there?
10x icon on the tab.
Yep. 10x icon on the tab. No, that's the lead. See, it's gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, I think you went and searched something on it.
Yeah, probably did.
Here.
That's what I do, man. Jerry Glant right here, man, fixing it. Oh, you're going backwards.
I'm trying to see if...
See? Oh, there you go. Okay. This is called instant.
Show us computer.
So 32 units. Don't get testy, Jared. Okay. Let's say the market
I
rent,
felt that.
right?
Yeah.
See, watch this. You see this $200? All I need to do is put the $200 in. The $200 is worth something. Says other income right here, I'm going to put 0 in. Occupancy, I'm going to say I did it to 100% of them. Okay. And then expenses, I'm taking that out because all I did was raise the rent.
This is the underwriting calculator.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do it like this. $1.2 million. Same damn number I came up with in my head. $1,280,000, and that took less than 15 seconds to do it. And it'll do the same for you. So for everybody that already took advantage of grantcardone.com/now, I'm going to give you that because you acted now. And that's why we say grantcardone.com/now. Because there's nothing I like.
Do the credit. Give them the credit.
There's nothing I like more than people that do things now, okay? All right. Okay, so check it out. What do you... No, why?
Do it now.
No.
Do it, hey.
No.
Do it right now.
Okay?
Do it right now.
Okay, Jared said, Jared wants me to do this, man. This is ridiculous, dude. This is called stupid. Now, this is called stupid if you don't do it, okay? This is what I'm going to give you guys. I don't know why you got me talking about this. I want to talk about
I know, but just get over this real quick so we can.
I'm going to give you the master class, 16 hours. I'm going to give you the scheduled real estate call so you can call one of my guys and talk to them exactly about you doing your first deal, your second deal, your third deal, what market are you in, okay? You can do a 10, 15-minute call with my guys to find out exactly where you're at, where we can help you figure out in this program exactly what you need to be listening to. Keep in mind, you are getting yourself ready for 10 days from now. 10 days from now, I'm going to spend 2 days in an interactive event going over this workbook right here. Okay, you and I are going to slow all this information down. I'm not going to be confined to 90 minutes. I'm going to give you all this data, and we're going to go through this workbook right here. Okay, I'm also going to give you how to create wealth investing in real estate, the cash flow hat. I'm going to give you the underwriter calculator, and this is what Jared said, hey, do the next thing that I talked to him about doing. All of you guys that already did this, okay, this is for the 100 people that already did this. When you put on your credit card $297, that's a $13,000 offer opportunity, by the way. 13 grand, I did it for $297. I'm going to give you a credit at my store for $297 to use against anything you want to use it against in the future. So you literally paid $0. Now that's stupid.
That's a good deal.
Okay, that's stupid. So for all of you that are here tonight, all of you, actually I'll do it for everybody that's here. Everybody that took advantage of it, you guys have that for sure, okay? The entire masterclass, the strategy call, the how to create wealth investing in real estate, the full dictionary of all the terms you need so you can communicate to these real estate agents. Do we give them the resource book?
No.
Okay. I'm going to give you a coaching call, 2 coaching calls over the next 2 weeks, 2 coaching calls over the next 2 weeks to set you up for the 2-day live event. That's basically this. You get a ticket, a virtual ticket to attend this. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see a live event going on. Everybody's going to be virtual. And there will be about 15 people in the room. What are those tickets?
15 grand.
There will be 15 to 20 people in the room that pay $15,000 to $20,000 each to be in the same room. And I just gave you a seat. Don't deny yourself, okay? Grab this, get this. I know some of you have a lack of confidence in yourselves. But trust me, this thing is smoke. Watch this. Watch all these people coming into this event, okay? Those people are all paying somewhere between $3,000 and $20,000 a seat to get there. Yeah, just let them hear what they said about it. I can't hear. Can they? Can they hear?
In a second, give me 1 second.
Somebody's got to tell me, can they hear or not?
Mateo, can they hear?
No, give me 1 second.
Dude, knock on the window, guys.
He's talking to his mic.
Yes,
This
give
is
me
why I'm
1
looking
second.
at the computers. Jared, ask him if he can hear me. Okay. So clearly, I don't think you guys could hear that.
Can
I don't
they
know
hear
why
that
we're
or
playing
no?
it if they can't hear it. Don't play it if they can't hear it, brother. Talk to me, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
When you talk, I can hear you.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Could they hear that?
I'm working on it.
No.
Don't worry
Just
about it.
answer-
Go back
Just answer me. Can they hear it or not?
No, not
Good.
right now.
Just talk to me. Just stay in the flow with me, okay? Okay.
It was
Now, you gotta-
my fault here with the mic.
Yeah, just keep talking
Hey.
to me. It don't
Yeah.
matter, bro. Everybody's like, who's the dude with the sexy voice?
This-
But when you don't talk to me, it don't sound good. It's like, whoa, that's weird. Give me that sexy voice again. Let me hear it.
Yes, sir.
Man, that sounds good, man. Then, talk to me a second.
we need
I'm
to
here for whatever you need, Grant.
Yeah, well, he's here for us, and I'm here for you guys, okay? All right? Jared, sorry, Jared. God dang, you worked all day. You lost your voice, man. Okay? So when you guys put this on your credit card, I'm going to give you a full credit at the store. You get the entire $13,000 program. I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks with you. When is that starting? Tomorrow afternoon?
Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon and the following week, and then 2 days, a Saturday and a Sunday, we're going to do a live event for you, and you can be there virtual. There'll be some people in the room that are paying $10,000 and $15,000 to be there, but not you. I just gave you a free virtual seat, okay? Now, number 5 opportunity, or let me just go into the number 3 opportunity, which is your Fannie Mae regulations, okay? Fannie Mae regulations. Remember the 5% down I talked about? You guys.
Yeah,
stay
buddy.
positive.
Come on,
Can't
man.
do that to me because you know what I'll do. I'll go down the tubes. Next thing we'll be in the parking lot. Okay? This is called Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae, man.
You go there fast, man. I like that.
Well, dude, I mean, I had a big day too. So, okay, Fannie Mae will allow you, a first-time buyer, second-time buyer, third-time buyer, to buy 4 units, 2, 3s, and 4s with only 5% down. Up to 1,000,000, I think 396,000. What's that number? You know the number, Jared? Stay with me, Jared. Okay.
Yeah, 1.396.
Okay, yeah, $1,396,800. So you can literally, your loan amount would be this amount. Now I'm going to show you at some point these deals don't work. So just because Fannie Mae is going to give you the money doesn't mean it's a good deal for you. That's the other thing. I want you guys to quit chasing government money. Quit chasing every time they offer you money and you're like, oh, you going to give me a hamburger? Okay, I'll take a shot. Okay, oh, you going to give me no money down? Doesn't mean no money down is a good deal. I told you this early. Just because you're going to give me the deal doesn't mean it's a good deal. In fact, write this down. If it's easy to get, it's probably hard to get rid of. Okay? Not all real estate is created equal, okay? I'm just giving you the proceeds on this. Also, 75% of the income of the rental income has to exceed the mortgage, okay? That was eliminated. That was an old rule by FHA. You don't have to have that anymore. They are actually going to count the rental income, okay, up to the point of the mortgage amount, all right? Now, 6 ways you can start buying real estate right now. I know it's going fast. You're like, God dang, it's going fast. 6 ways you can make money, not buy real estate, but 6 different ways to make money. And one of the reasons I like real estate so much is because I don't have to sell it to make a profit. That's right, I said it. I said it. You do not have to sell it to make a profit. Warren Buffett once said, I will never buy anything, I will never invest anything where the only way to make a profit is to actually get rid of it. Because what he's saying is, why would you buy something and the only way you can make money is to sell it? Because that's just another job you have. Okay? There's a whole bunch of different ways to make money in the kind of real estate I'm going to show you today. Single family home's not one of them. You buy a single family home for 400 grand, you hope it goes up to 600 and you think you made 200 grand, okay? That's one way, but you had to leave it and had to do it again. It's like gambling, okay? I won one hand, now I got to go bet on a second hand, then a third hand, and then a fourth hand. You don't want to do that, okay? What I want to do is this. I want to buy real estate first that cash flows. Thus, Jared, rock on that cash flow hat, Jared. Come on, man, show it. Okay, look how good it looks on you, okay? Cash flow, baby. You got to get that cash flow. Okay? So if I buy a piece of real estate, I put $1 million in a piece of real estate. Let's say I put $1 million of my own money down. I've done that more than once. I expect that piece of property to make me $60,000 a year, $5,000 a month, and I expect it to make me that much money or more over long periods of time. Now, I have 14,000 people that invest money with me. Most of them, if not all of them, are tickled to death, especially these $1 million investors I have. These guys are tickled to death with $5 grand a month. Imagine if they have 5 deals like that. 5 deals times 5, paying them $25,000 every month, okay? Now, stock doesn't pay you every month. Bitcoin doesn't pay you every month. Gold doesn't pay you every month. Silver doesn't pay you every month. Some of your companies don't pay you every month, right? Stocks don't necessarily pay you every month. Number 2 thing I want real estate for is big A. The appreciation. Over long periods of time, real estate, everybody knows, real estate over long periods of time is going to go up in value. In fact, let me just substantiate that with you with the first deal I ever did. All right? Let's go to 1117 Sheffield. I just put it in Zillow. 1117 Sheffield. And you see this property right here? This is on your computer. Put in 1117 Sheffield. You're going to see a little house with a red front door. Have we been in this house, Ryan? You and I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this house was built, okay, sold on November the 30th, 2022, 2 years ago. And they had an estimate on this house of $588,000. I don't know what it sold for. It'll be in the records here in a second. I'll find it. Again,
Sweet old lady lives there now.
yeah, $588,000. Okay? I told you guys, first thing I told you this morning was I paid $77,500 for that house. The truth is I only put 30, I think I put 3,700 bucks down. That's what I paid for it. That house today, this is 2000, let me see, I'm 28 years old, so what am I, 28 and 58 is 73, 83, it's 1983. 1983 to 2023,
40?
that is what?
40 years old? 40?
40? That property has been there 40 years. Now, what I want to show you is it's real. So you guys, when you're buying real estate, looking at real estate, investing in real estate, show me that address. I'll show you addresses of deals I'm looking at right now. Okay, this 1117 Sheffield, Bel Air, Texas, if you know where this is. Then I'm going to go down this page here. Oops, let me get out. Okay, so let's see what it says. The estimate, Z estimate range is somewhere between 535 and 635. Big range.
653.
653. Okay, let me just see here. I want to see the rent.
Oh, scroll up. I think you missed
Look
it.
at the rent, bruh. List your home for rent. Can y'all see that? What do you think the rent is there right now, Ryan?
2,200?
$27.99.
Wow.
Okay, now watch. Take $2,800, $2,800, and I want you to multiply the 2,800 times 12. Remember, I put $3,700 down. The gross income, this is called GI, from that piece of real estate this year will be $33,600. 10x on my down payment. That $3,700
In
I
a
put
year.
down, by the way, was a Fannie Mae loan, government subsidized at only 5% down. Okay, single family home, boom, I bought one, and guess what I did? Shit, I'm like, let's go buy another one, okay? So I'm gonna put another address in here. See this house right here? It's not the one I wanna show you because
They remodeled it.
yeah, it's mine that was torn down. Okay, I paid $92,000 for a house with no money, 5422 Brayburn Drive. Guys, I can show you guys how to do this. You guys that are sick and tired of watching everybody else get rich in real estate, go to grantcardone.com/now. grantcardone.com/now and trust me. Okay, just trust me. I'm going to give you a credit at my store. There's literally nothing to risk. Okay, what's the phone number for?
310-777.
No. Why is this phone number?
If they got questions, call the office.
Yeah, if you got questions, dude, you worried, blah, 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 whatever. 786-598-0088. 786-598-0088. You can call and talk to somebody. I don't know why you need to call somebody. It's weird. God damn, $297, then I give you a credit at my store for $297. What you going to talk about? Okay, thank you.
What you talking
That's
about?
more tea? Oh, man, y'all going to have me TT. Okay, all right. So I'm just telling you, I'm pleading with you guys. Like if you want in the real estate game, I'll show it to you. Cash flow, appreciation. Okay. Now, what I'm validating right now is how these properties appreciate. I paid 5422 Brayburn. I literally know the address. I'm almost every piece of real estate I ever bought. Look it up online. 5422 Brayburn. Can y'all find an old picture of it where it was before? I want to show them what that little place looked like when I bought it. Because as soon as I saw the place for $92,500, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm buying that house. Okay, it was a great street, great little town, great schools, great police department. Everything about it made sense. It was a steal. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Just plug in the address and go to images.
Okay, 5422. I made this place. I had one of my neighbor across the street was an idiot, but you know, you get those.
You remember his name?
I remember her.
Oh.
5422.
Brayburn, Bel Air, and then just search the images.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brayburn.
Any of these, G?
Look under images. Click
Yeah,
images.
man, I know how to work the Google, man. You think you're the only one that knows something?
Any of these images?
Bang. See, that's the house I bought.
You are too funny, man.
That's the house I bought. Can you show it to them?
Yes.
This is the house I bought. Okay. That's the little jewel.
For 92 grand?
$92,000 with no money down. Okay. I literally got a loan for $92,500. Guess what happened?
How'd they get you the full amount?
I don't know. The bank said, hey, man, you're earning money. We want to give you a loan. I'm like, okay, let's go. I bought a house 22 days before that. This is happening right now, folks. It's happening again. Okay, now remember all those strippers that bought 5, 6, 7, 8 homes back in 2008? All the pizza delivery guys? No hate. I'm not hating on anybody. Okay? The problem the strippers had was they put so much debt on houses you couldn't get rid of. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do this and keep the asset and never ever lose it.
Well, to your point too, Grant, in 2010, they were giving credits for $8,500 for primary residences, which I got.
Yeah.
Now they're going to do $25,000 in the notes. It looks like as long as it's your primary residence, so it could even be a fourplex.
Yeah, that's right.
They go by fourplex as long as it's their primary. You may actually get paid.
I didn't know what I was doing. I wouldn't have been buying these, but I'm just going to show you guys. Did this property appreciate? If I go back
You're saying make money on the spread.
I'm just saying,
Buy
if you go and buy a fourplex,
that, if you buy a $300,000 deal, you'll have to put $15K down. And if you use that program to get the $25K from Biden, then you're coming up, you have a $10K swing.
they pay you to own.
Yeah. Okay. This house today, they tore the old house down. That's how valuable this piece of land was. They tore the old house down, they built a new house, and it's worth $1.5 million today.
Wow. Now
let's just look at what the rents are on this house today. The rent estimate on that house, what do you think it is?
$10,000.
$9,207.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, multiply that, 9,200
Okay.
times 12. This property brings in $110,000 in gross income per year. What did I pay for it?
$92,000.
$92,500, okay? Now, here's the mistake I made. I don't own either one of these anymore. That's the mistake I made. I sold them, okay? I made $30,000 on this one. How much did I pay for it? Who in the chat knows how much I paid for that house? What did I pay for the second house? Big delay, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. The right answer is zero.
Zero.
Okay, what's my return? I bought a house for $92,000. I sold it for $122,000. I made $30,000. What's my return?
Infinite.
My return is infinite, immeasurable. It's incalculable what the return on that is. Okay, I didn't pay $92,500. I got a loan for $92,500, and the closing fees. I put no money down. Okay. So I'm just telling you guys, like, if you want to learn this game, the thing you have to do is this: find the right deals at the right time, at the right price, with the right network, and you got to have freaking confidence. I know I found a deal. In fact, so much confidence that you don't need money and you don't need credit. You could actually build a network of people that would be interested and willing to get involved with you. Now I'm going to show you one more deal just to validate cash flow. Remember, how many different ways are there to buy real estate? 6. Okay, number 1, cash flow. Number 2, appreciation. I'm going to show you one other deal I bought, and this is called, let's see if they got this right. I'm putting it in right now. Okay, there it is. Cedarwood Apartments in Vista, California. You see this? I bought this in 1991. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of data, okay? 1991.
So you go from the 2 houses to this.
2 single-family homes to 48 units. Now, this is 1991. Today is 2024. I'm still around. And guess what? That real estate's still around. In fact, it's still painted the same powder blue that it was painted when I bought it. Now, when I bought the property, how did I know? Because I spent 3 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars educating myself on real estate, going to workshops, going to seminars, learning. There was no webinars, man. I was spending money on calculators and understanding and courses and reading books. I mean, I spent thousands of hours learning this game, okay? And then one day, nothing happened for 3 years. And then one day, I ran into this beast. And as soon as I drove up on it, a guy called Rudy says, hey, there's 48 units available in Cedar Woods, and this guy built it. One other owner. It's never been traded, very important, okay? He built it. I said, what was his cost to build? $5.1 million. I Okay, good. And what's he want to sell it for? He wanted to sell it for like 2.5. I paid him 1.9 million for it. I put $350,000 down. Now, what is this called? This is called below last trade and below replacement cost. Okay, below last trade. Hey, when did it trade last? Well, it never traded before. One owner. I've done a bunch of one owner deals. I made $250 million on a guy that was the only owner. 250,000 on one deal. 250 million on one deal, by the way.
And also, you're saying this was in 1991, which you said before was
The
at the back end of the savings.
We were at the
and
back
loan,
end of the savings.
which is why you got such a great deal.
Yeah, yeah, and you guys are right there. We had we had one bank. I don't know if you guys remember this, it was SVB. The SVB failure was bigger than the entire 600 banks that went out of business because of the credit loan.
The savings and loan crisis.
Yeah, it's the biggest single bank failure on planet Earth. We will have more banks fail in this crisis. Now, it's going to create a tremendous amount of pain, but with pain becomes opportunity. And only the people that are ready for this, that have the confidence, have the network, know what they're looking for, are going to benefit from this. Unfortunately, as you guys read headlines, Blackstone is going to go buy all this stuff because you don't get off your ass and go buy it yourself. So you guys that, oh my God, man, the big corporations, the big boogeyman's getting stuff. They're getting the stuff because you're not. They're getting it because I'm not. So you guys need to learn this game now. Don't just learn how to do a great job. Do a great job where you work, but you got to learn how to be great at finding assets. Because if you don't buy them, they're going to buy them. Okay, somebody smarter than you is going to go get them. Okay, anyway, he paid $5.1 million to build it. I put $350,000 down. I kept this property 37 months. First, I made cash flow. Okay, remember, how many different ways can you make money? One, I made cash flow. On that property, I made, if I'm right, 12%. I made 12% on $350,000. Guess what? I didn't tell you this. I made $42,000 a year in free cash flow. Remember the $350 I put down? Where'd you get the $350? Guess where I got that from?
Where'd you get that from?
Credit cards. Borrowed it from my mom. Borrowed 90 grand from my mom. My mom didn't want to be an investor in the deal. She said, I'll loan you some money. I got an advance from another guy. Like I pieced it together because I knew I was stealing, right? This paid me 12% on their $350.
Crazy.
Okay? And somebody came along and paid me $5.1 million for the property.
Which is still a great deal.
Okay? Okay, I owed 1.9. Or no, 1.650. You'll see all this in the records, by the way. People are like, Grant Cardone a bullshitter. Go look it up in the records, dude. It's in the records, man. I'll go down here and it'll show you all the times it's traded. Everything is in here. This is the beautiful thing about the internet now, guys. It tells you everything. It's almost like insider trading.
But it's legal.
It's not going to show it there. You got to go into CoStar or the 10x Deal Finder.
I really don't. Oh, you showed the
Yeah,
deal finder?
I can show 'em.
Set it up there, okay? So what did I make on this deal? I made $3,500,000. And Grant Cardone became a multimillionaire. First time. I took that $3.5 million. I did not pay taxes on it. And I went and bought a $12 million piece of property. And now it's on the way, okay? I bought this, found this. This did not make me $3.5 million. This allowed me to buy a $12 million asset. I made $5 million on the next asset and took that money and went and bought another bigger asset. This is how you can play the game. So back to the 6 ways to make money in real estate if you're taking notes. Back to our slide, guys. All right, unless Jerry can find this.
Yep. So let's see here.
Yeah, you see that sale
Cedar
price?
Woods LLC.
$4,235,000?
Right here, 1.7.
Yeah, that was me.
That was, yep.
See, make it bigger so people can see it. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, it's much bigger now.
Yeah.
Okay, Washington Mutual. That's who lent me the loan. Gave me the loan, by the way. I still remember those guys. Cedar Woods LLC. Guess how I came up with the LLC name? The property was named Cedar Woods.
Very creative.
I'm like, add LLC.
Right.
I said, yep, that's available.
That's cool.
Okay. See right down there. It says $1,725,000. That's what I owed. Who owned it? Cedar Woods LLC. Who was Cedar Woods LLC? Grant Cardone.
Yours truly.
I made $3 million. I became a multimillionaire on one deal, and I did it in under 37 months. Found the right deal at the right price at the right time, and it cash flowed. Okay? So how many different ways can you make money in real estate? Number one, it's got to cash flow. Okay? These are the 6 ways. Cash flow. 2, appreciation. 3, Jared's going to get up, is tax write-offs. Okay? It's called depreciation. Now, I didn't know this back then. We do it today, but I didn't know when you buy a $5 million piece of property with, let's say, $150,000 down, and you do a Fannie Mae deal. You understand in the first year, you don't get to write off $150,000. You probably get to write off $2 million. $2 million, okay? So let's say you found a $5 million property, put 5% down. Well, that'd be $250, right? Okay? It wouldn't qualify for the Fannie Mae, but let's say you did get a loan like that, okay? $250 down. You wouldn't write off $250,000. You'd write off $2 million. Now, back in the late 90s, when you bought a $5 million property, guess what you got to write off?
$5 million. Wow.
All of it. I put $350,000 and got a $5 million deduction. And I was a professional real estate investor, so that money actually offset that depreciation. Number 3, the ultimate vitamin D. That depreciation allowed me to reduce my tax bill from my other earned income. Number 4, tax deferment. Okay, I can actually sell the asset, grab the money, the profit, and move it into another deal and have tax deferment. Number 5, this is what I should have done, but I didn't know the game yet. Remember that property? I owed $1,750,000. That's what the record says. When it was worth $5 million again, because somebody else paid me $5 million, I could have got a loan on this property for $3.5 million easily. Okay? I would have paid the $1 million. This is my loan. This is my old loan. I would have paid the $1,750,000 down. I'd have $1,750,000 left over, and I would still own that asset. That's what I should have done. I should have done number 5. Number 5 is the ultimate. It is the Mac Daddy of wealth creation. Okay, you do not sell the asset. I made a mistake. You basically refinance the asset. Okay, and when you do refinance it, you pay off the old loan. This was the first loan. You go get a second loan for 3.5. This is the first loan. You go get another loan that's supported by that new deal and the new value. Remember, what determines the value of the real estate? The value of the income, okay? And then what you do is you pay off the 1.7 right here. You have 1.7 left over. This is your money. It is not taxable. I would have had 48 units, and I'd use that 1.7 to go buy another deal. Number 6 way to do this is to sell it. The least important of all the ways to sell real estate. So if you guys ever meet anybody that says, oh yeah, man, I bought a piece of real estate, man, I bought a piece and I sold it and I made $1 million. That is the least sexy way to make money in real estate, okay? You're probably talking to an amateur. I mean, it's cool to make money, but it's better if you would build out 10 of these. Now, imagine if I knew what I know today, okay? I'm in a correction. We're in a cycle that goes like this, but always goes back up again. We're right here in the bottom of this cycle. Right now, we're probably right here in the cycle, on our way down, but we haven't bottomed out yet, all right? Imagine I bought that property for $1.9 million. Now, when that gets around, and it was worth $5 million, when that gets around, what does it do to the neighborhood? Yeah, I don't need a license to buy real estate, bro. Licenses are for the spectators, the brokers, and the agents. Y'all watch people get rich. All you real estate agents out there, all you brokers out there, y'all learned how to pass your damn test, and you ain't learned how to get rich, okay? Ain't no money in that test, man, okay? So I paid 1.9. The moment that records, what happens to the rest of the neighborhood? No, the rest of the neighborhood also, oh, he's going to sell for 1.9. I should have bought the neighbor. I should have bought the guy across the street. I should have bought the guy. Everything starts bottoming out. It affects everything in the neighborhood, right? So I should have bought 10 of these. And I could have. I did it once. If you could do something one time, you should be able to repeat it and do it 10 times. And now I would have not 48 units. I would have 10x that 480 units, I'd have $5 million 10 times, and now you're worth $50 million, okay? Now you guys all say, oh yeah, that all sounds good, that sounds good, that sounds good. Okay, let me just bring you back to this graph. I'm giving you guys $1 billion worth of game tonight. Maybe 4 billion, okay? This is my trajectory. This ain't a downward slope. This is asset accumulation. 200 grand goes to 7 million, 7 million goes to 38 million, 38 million goes to, takes a second, 95 million. I can't do that in my job. Ain't nobody paying me 95 million, okay? Then it goes to 300 million, it goes to 126, 330, and then bang, it goes through the roof, okay? This is available for everybody. I'm giving you guys $1 billion worth of game. And this is what I said I would do for you. Everybody took advantage of it. Let me just tell you, because I see a lot of people saying, how do I download the masterclass? We send you a link. We send you a link so you guys can go out and do this. I've already done it for myself. I'm going to take this 4 billion I got now and move it to 40 or 50 billion. I can't buy all the real estate available. Okay, it's impossible. You guys understand there's $800 billion worth of real estate this year that will be traded. I can't buy it all, okay? If I buy another 4 billion, there's still 796 billion left over for you. If everybody on this call right now went and bought $10 million worth of real estate, you wouldn't consume it all. Impossible, because it's so big, the number's massive. I'm gonna give you our real estate masterclass. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks of coaching calls. I'm gonna give you our instant underwriter calculator. That thing is like, it'll make you underwrite a deal faster than a professional can. Our investing in real estate book, also, the interactive workbook and the dictionary. Okay, and I said, if that wasn't enough, I said I would give you a credit, a 100% credit for the full 297. There it is, right there. My team put together a beautiful graph. And Jared.
And you show up to this event if you don't think it was worth $297, and you haven't spent your credit yet.
Yeah.
We'll give you a refund. We'll refund your money.
Yeah. Why are you getting us
so
tight on
100%.
Damn,
guaranteed.
Damn pores.
You show up, you don't think it's worth it, we'll give you your money back.
Man, Jared, what's wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
You must
man.
be tired. Jared.
We got to make it stupid, bro.
Yeah. Okay. It is stupid.
I think you're tired. That's why you're trying to
I ain't
project
tired.
on me.
No, I
man.
ain't
You
tired.
don't look
Do I look tired?
Hell no.
Shit.
You look
Running
jacked up.
and gunning, okay? Now, why do you want to do this right now? I said corrections underway. You got Fannie Mae opportunities. You got DSCR limitations or regulations being removed, okay? You got Fannie Mae giving you guys 5% down right now, up to $1.4 million. You got to live in one of the units. I'll even show you how to write that deal with you living in the unit, okay? Now, $1 million math sheet. And again, guys, you never have to do anything with me. I'll keep servicing you. I'll keep giving to you till you can't handle it anymore, okay? I just keep giving and giving and giving. I've done it. This always makes me feel good to give. Like I feel better when I give, when I help people, okay? Now, let me show you a little math here. If you find 4 units, you have to raise the rents $1,250 to make $1 million. A man showed me this, and when he showed it to me, it changed my life. Okay, based on a 6 cap rate, or based on 100% occupancy and a 6 cap, okay, if I do 8 units, I only need $625. Rent increase. This is the rent increase. So I need to find an asset. By the way, there's assets in America. There's rental properties in America where the rents could be raised $1,250. I own some of it. I'll show you a deal recently that we did this to. Okay? You just got to know what you're looking for. See, you guys are looking for a house. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for math. I'm basically tracking math. Okay? $313 a month rent increase. This is easier than this is. It's 32 units. I don't buy these. You should. You guys that are getting started, you should buy these. I'm not buying them because it's not my business plan. We own 12,000 units. I need to go buy 12,000 at one time, not 32 units. But if you're getting started, this would be a sweet spot right here, perfect spot. And you need $160 a month, basically. Or you could go to 64 units. I did an exact deal, 64 units. By the way, there's a lot of 64 unit properties around America. You can actually go to your state, your city records and say, I want to see everything between 32 and 64 units, and you'll get a list of every property and the owner and how much they owe on it. We ought to throw in our deal finder too, Jared.
Can't.
We can't throw the deal finder in? Okay. No, that's the problem. Huh? Oh, I know. Not the deal finder, but the calculator. No, I did. I said
Yeah.
Make sure they get the calculator, okay? Okay, got it.
Your deal tracker.
Yeah, the deal tracker. I mean, the deal tracker.
Yeah.
Okay, the deal tracker where you can put in 32 units to 64 units. That's what I'm talking about, man. The deal tracker.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
10x deal tracking.
Oh, my deal tracking sheet of lost deals.
Yeah,
Oh, my Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, I'll give you guys that. No problem. Okay. 64 units. I only have to raise the rents $79. So if the guy's paying $1,800 now, we're just going to add a $79 to it. I don't have to fix the kitchens, by the way. I don't have to put new floors in. I don't have to do a backsplash. I'm just going to be like, hey, guys, I added $79. Oh, my God. Bro, Whole Foods did it to you, too. The Uber car's more expensive. You notice? The gasoline's more expensive. Everything is. Your rent's going up $79. I don't know what to tell you. All right, man. Okay. Make sure I got good Wi-Fi. Okay. Or you could go to 128 units for you guys that are brave enough, and you only have to raise the rents about $45. No, not 45, $38 or something. $41. It's nothing. 38 to 41 bucks, okay? Now, the reason I'm showing you this little cheat sheet is because cheat sheets are good. Cheat sheets don't mean that you're cheating. It means that you basically reduced everything to a simple math. You've reduced it to a simple blueprint. It's a recipe. It's easier to find 122 units.
It's a speed.
122 units.
It's a speed.
Huh?
It's a speed. It's the operating.
Yeah, now you go do this. You're like, okay, I'm going to go to the city records. I want 122 units. Are there any? 4 buildings in town.
The deal finder does that.
Yeah.
You just go put the filter in for that. It'll pull you every property,
Okay.
and it'll tell you.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a piece of technology we developed. I cannot give you guys this, okay?
We can't give them that, but
Yeah, but watch.
here, just plug in your address down there,
Where's my deal finder? Where's mine?
right there. And
Okay.
then just
This is called the 10X deal finder, okay?
exit out of that.
Okay, I'm going to exit out
Now
of
just type in Florida,
Florida.
and then select property type.
I'm going to go
multifamily.
apartments,
Yep.
all lead
Yeah,
type.
just leave that all. for
Okay.
now. We'll just show them for this first. Keep going.
Individual?
Nope.
No.
Search.
Okay.
So there's 67,000 properties that are reported through county records here, and if you go more, you can search.
Okay, I'm gonna go. No, a 4
to
16.
64.
64.
Yeah, just do 64, and then go loan maturity date December of 2025. Hit that little calendar
December.
of 2025, because we want to find out a deal with debt
No,
maturing.
I want something coming up June.
The longer you go, the more
Yeah,
there'll be.
yeah. Okay. Now watch this. What does that mean?
Just click here at 31.
Okay. All right.
So there's 283 deals.
There's
that
two,
fit-
now out of the 16,000, we now got down to 283 deals that have a loan maturity. Why do I want a loan maturity? Jared got really sexy and cute with all that because a loan maturity puts urgency on the seller. Okay, you want to write this down. If there is no urgency, write this down. If there's no urgency with a seller, there will be no price compromise. You have to have urgency with a seller in order for them to compromise on their price expectation, okay? Everybody's got a price expectation. If they don't have something up against them, pushing them, loan maturity is one example, or partnership failed, or, oh my God, man, this is the one you don't want. Oh my God, they're tearing the building up. We can't manage it. You do not want that distress. I'm not talking about distressed property. We're looking for distressed seller with our deal finder, okay? So, now there's another piece of technology called CoStar. What do we pay for CoStar?
150. I mean, it's.
Now, we pay $150,000 a year
year
for this piece of technology, okay? This is called CoStar. I put in Florida a few minutes ago. Can you show this? For you guys, it's like, there are no properties for sale, okay? See all this in blue, gray, and white? How many you want to look at? 91,000 properties right there. Okay, look at this one right here. This Phoenix, Arizona. 186 units. Phoenix again, 266. Phoenix, 75 units. 200 River Station Boulevard. This is all public data. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to Florida, where I live right now. Oh, look at that little beast. Look at that little beast. Let me go. Oh, look at this. Look at it. Look at this. See, I know a good deal when I see one. You see this deal? 1189 Tamara Trail. There's the picture of it. Look at this deal right here. 7.76 cap rate. This property is 17 units. How much you think it is, Ryan? This is Fort Myers. You can't see this, can you? Fort Myers, Ryan, 17 units. What price would you put on it?
I would put $2.2 million.
It is $2.02 million, okay? So on this deal, because it's above the 4 units, you're gonna need to put about $200,000 down on this deal. You could get 10 guys to give $20K each, and you own a $2 million piece of real estate. And this piece of real estate, by the way, based on the data I have here, will make $140,000 of cash flow, NOI per year, okay? Now you're like, okay, but does it make money? Because just because it says it makes $140,000 a year doesn't mean it makes money. The NOI, let me see, the $2 million, it says $2 million? $2 million. 7.5. No, 150,000. I'm sorry, this NOI number is 150. I'm gonna get a loan on this for 1.8 million, even at today's rates. This deal is gonna make about $30,000 a year on our $200,000 down. Is that a good return?
If you got that, yeah, I mean, that's
It's 15%. Okay, that deal's available right now. It says right now, for sale. For sale, $2 million, completely renovated in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. They've owned it 6 years. It's a good deal, bro. Now, we won't buy this deal because it's too small for us. It was originally built, by the way, in 1942. It's masonry, concrete block. I'm giving you guys some little details here. Very, very important. If you can get concrete block in Fort Myers, it's invaluable. Somebody's done all the work. It's a cute little deal, man. Okay, now market conditions. It's telling me submarket 6.5% vacancy. It's telling me exactly what the subject property has 7.2%. Every detail I want. The average rent on this little house, this little cottage, what do you think those rents are, Ryan?
$1,500.
$1,599.
That's what I do.
Okay, now all this data is available to you guys. You have to invest time and energy to follow your desire. Okay, you can't just have desire and not invest time and energy. Mm-hmm. You got to invest time and energy in learning this game. These are just tools that we use to support us going out and buying real estate, and we're happy to help you with that discovery. Okay, you guys that are on the call right now with questions, because I can see the questions coming in the chat. Next Friday, what day is that?
Tomorrow.
And then 7 days after that, me and my team are going to do 2 calls. 1 and number 2 calls to answer your questions. You guys that took advantage, those of you that took advantage of the opportunity that I offered you, the 297 with the credit 297, and if you don't like it, we'll give you your money back, whatever, I don't care. Okay, just call the office, say, I didn't like the program, I'm not gonna use the program, we'll give you your money back. Just, you can't use the credit and want your money back, so don't try to steal from me. Why am I doing this? Question in the chat. To help you? Why not help you? Why not build a bigger network? Okay, I have 14,000 investors with us right now. What's the number?
14.4.
14,400 people invest money with me at Cardone Capital. I don't want you to invest money with me. I want you to learn how to find real estate for your family. Learn how to shop it, buy it, fund it, raise money for it, okay? Why should you not do this when you know some institution's gonna do it? Until Americans stand up, or wherever you live, okay? You live in Dubai. Look, if you don't do the real estate deals, the prince, the sheikh, the king is gonna own everything. You guys in England, y'all been watching the Queen and her people, and the politicians rob the freaking, just rape and pillage. It's time that regular, everyday people own the best assets in America, and nothing is better than real estate. All right? Okay, let's go back to my slides. I want to get through as much of this as I can possibly get through to show you the deals that I've done.
Oh, this is a good one.
And to share some rules that I never, ever break. Write this down, okay? These are my unbreakable real estate rules. Number one, never compromise a location, particularly over price. Okay, never. Buy the best location money can possibly buy. Okay, remember this on location. Your location, you pay for a location every single day. You pay a price one time. When you buy a piece of real estate, you pay for that one time. The location, you pay for every single day. Your tenants have to go there. The police have to go there, maybe more than you think. The fire department has to go there. Your kids got to leave there and go to school. The location, I'm telling you, do not compromise location because of a price. Number two, the 1% rule. If you ever see a piece of real estate that fits most of these, by the way, and you can't buy it, call me. I'll buy it. Okay? But don't call me if you're not involved with us. Okay? Don't call me like, man, I saw your program, man. I didn't take advantage of it, but I want you to buy a piece of real estate with you. I'll never do that deal with you. Okay? But if you're out looking, and you see deals that I like because you went through the master class. This is one benefit to me. This happens quite a bit here, actually. You found a deal that was 300 or 400 units. You can't buy it because it's 100 million, but I can. And you call up and say, hey, I'm in the program. I found this deal. I only have 20 grand to put in it, but I love it. It's in my town, man. Could you do this deal? If I like the deal, here's one thing. If it has the 1% rule, meaning this is how it works. Unit divided by rent. Let's say you paid $100,000 a door per unit, and the rents are $1,000. That's called the 1% rule. This equals 1%. 1% of the purchase price per unit, not the whole price, per unit price. So if I have 10 units, and they were each 100,000 units, the whole building will be $1 million, okay? And my rents are 1,000, I know immediately, hey, that's the 1% rule. You want to buy that real estate, okay? Number
so
three,
you want to be at 1% or below?
Yeah,
when you buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rule. It's as you go down the food chain to the properties are rated A, B, C,
A, B,
D,
C, D.
huh?
Yeah, A, B, C, D.
And N. Okay, A, they're great, man. Great locations, great properties. B, okay, they're nice, but maybe there's some sanity in the neighborhood. Okay. C, we got iffy. Okay, it's crazy. C stands for crazy. Okay. D is a dog. You don't want it, man. Okay, and N, never do it. You thought I had something special on. Okay, never do it. Dude, leave it alone. Like Brandon called me today about this deal. I'm like, bro, leave that deal alone. I know the deal. It's never going to be great again, ever, until they take it down to the ground. Okay, a lot of office buildings, by the way, they're going to be torn down to the ground. They're not going to be redone. There's no reason. You guys could see, if you've seen Apple or Facebook or any of the big Austin stuff where Austin's being built out by tech. Tesla's not buying real estate that exists. It just goes and builds. What did Amazon do here in this town? It didn't buy some warehouse. Dude, it just took a piece of blank land and said, we'll start over from scratch, and it'll actually be cheaper to build something brand new the way we want it than to do something else. Okay, number three, units allow you to scale. The number of units is the single most important number in real estate. The bigger the units get, not the size of the units, but the number of units is more valuable to me than any other number in the game. Number four, always use debt. At least support debt. The deal should support debt, and that should say support debt, Jared. The deal should support debt. Whether you use it or not is not as important as whether it can support the debt. Meaning I have enough income, NOI, to support the debt. Okay? All right, you should be taking notes right now. 5, look for barriers to entry. Okay, you show me a great deal. It fits the number of units. It fits the 1% rule. It can support debt. And I'm like, okay, but what are the barriers? What do you mean? Could somebody build across the street or right down there? Or could they drop a strip center next to me? Or could they put a gasoline station or a nuclear plant? What's the barriers to entry? Some of the hottest, greatest markets in the country will all have massive barriers to entry. Very expensive real estate in the country. San Diego, California, massive barriers to entry. Miami, big barriers to entry. Less than San Diego, though. San Francisco, massive barriers to entry.
New York.
New York City, massive barriers. But they got some other problems. Okay? They can't support debt right now. They violate number 4. Number 6, you're buying below replacement cost. By the way, all those cities I just told you about would qualify for that. Miami, San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago. You can buy every piece of real estate right now, the kind of real estate I'm talking about, below replacement costs and probably below the last time it traded. Number 7, you need to underwrite a worst case scenario. This is where New York and Chicago fail the test. And what's worst case scenario? COVID, migrants, illegal migration, judges doing crazy stuff.
Taxes.
They just keep jacking taxes up, big deal. These can ruin your marketplace, okay? If they let the school system go to hell, they let the roads go to hell. Like, these things can become problematic. If another COVID came around and they immediately say, shut down the city, that's a problem. Number 8, if it doesn't cash flow, don't do the deal. So you guys that want to call me and do deals with me, bro, look, I ain't never doing a deal with you that doesn't cash flow. Never gonna happen in your lifetime. I'll buy my own real estate that doesn't cash flow. But I'm in a place where I can do that, but I'm not gonna go bet on you for no cash flow. And you guys shouldn't either, by the way. You should not buy anything where you have to pay the note and you don't get paid on it, okay? Cash flow. Number 9, price is the least important metric in a deal. It doesn't mean it's not important, it means it's the least important of all the different aspects. Number 10, you have to know your exits. It says exit. Dude, you should have multiple exits. Okay? I buy a big, beautiful building. Okay? It's beautiful. It's awesome. Location's great. It cash flows. Dude, I need like a lot of exits. The more ways I can get out of this deal, the better. Selling is one of them. When you buy the deal, you should know who you're selling to, by the way. If you buy in 2024, you should know I'm selling in 2028, and you already have a name or a demographic of who would buy that asset from you. Refinancing, refi, okay, should be an exit for you, okay? Most of you will only have these 2. I'm gonna have this as a paper out, okay? It means I'm going to accumulate. I'm going to go from 4 billion to 40 billion, and I'm probably going to create all of this into a piece of paper product or like a stock, and put the whole portfolio together. Which is the last way to sell it is a portfolio. Any of you out there that have 8, 10, 18, 28 single-family homes, and you want to sell those and get in this game that I'm talking to you about tonight, we can show you exactly how to do that, by the way, okay? What do? Dude, don't sell single-family homes as 28 different homes. If any of you out there have a bunch of homes, single families, do not sell them one at a time. What you want to do is sell them as a portfolio, put them on one financial statement with 28 different incomes, 28 different addresses, okay? And because you're going to get a much greater number for a portfolio than you would an individual. And then the last one is, I think I covered this, refi, number 11, refi and never, ever sell. Literally every 10 years. I'm going to tell you about a deal I did once. Can you pull up the article on, let me just see here, maybe I can do it. Grant Cardone, Florida, purchase 2012. Oh, there it is. See, what do I tell you guys? Don't tell me, show me. Anybody that talks to you about anything to do with investing, show me. Okay, Grant Cardone, the entire portfolio was purchased for $59 million from the Max and Marion Farash Charitable Foundation. 1 million square feet of buildings were bought. Okay, what did I pay for it? It says right there, man. You guys are tired, man.
$59 million.
How many units was it? 1,059 units?
1,016 units.
And how much did I pay?
59 million.
Okay, $59 million. You're like, dude, who's got $59 million sitting around? I didn't. I had $12 million. I found this deal. This is what I did. I sold my house. I had $12 million of equity sitting in the house. Lucky me. No, it wasn't lucky. I bought the damn house. By the way, from that damn deal I did where I picked up $4 million. Remember when I told you, I said I picked up $3 or $4 million from that one deal, those 48 units, and I bought a house in La Jolla with the cash. I traded the $4 million into the house, single family house. But this was a stupid house. I knew that house was worth $8 million when I bought it. Okay, took that money, made that money off that house, and then went and bought this house in the hills, stole this house, okay, with money from an apartment deal. Okay, so what I did was I took the $12 million of equity out of this home, and I financed, I went to the bank to get a loan for $47 million. They said, bro, we can't give you $47 million. We can give you, you need another $3 million, and we'll give you a $44 million loan. Okay? Now, this is 2012. What do I have to do now? This is the order. Find a deal, get the debt. Okay, I got this. And the lender said, we'll loan you $44 million on this deal. I had $12 million. It's a puzzle. You're just putting a puzzle together, right? It's like, okay, make chocolate chip cookies. Okay, so what do I need? I need some dough. I need some water. I need a little cinnamon. I need some chocolate chips, right? You put the pieces together. You go to the store, put the pieces. I'm putting the pieces. The most important piece is, Jared, what?
The deal.
The deal.
The deal.
The deal.
The deal, dude. I had the piece of real estate. Okay? I had literally, okay, on this deal, 53 people made an offer on this deal. I put an offer in, I came in second. Supposedly I came in second, whatever that means. Another group got it. When the other group got it, I called the guy, Robert, and said, bro, look, if the other group screws up, call me, I'll wire you $1 million. I didn't even have $1 million at the time. I had all my equity in my home, okay? Literally 4 days later, Robert calls me, Grant, can you wire the money? I said, yeah. I said, what happened? He's like, other guy's backing out. He's got some kind of problem. Bang, I went in, okay? I didn't know how to get the money. I still had to sell this home, and I did. Sold the home, got the $12 million. Right when I went to close, I found out, no, you need another $3 million. Something came up in the underwriting. They said, we can only give you $45 million worth of proceeds. I started calling people. Hey, man, can you loan me this? My brother gives me $1 million. I call my sisters. Can you give me money? I'll call this person, okay? Anyway,
I gave you money.
Huh?
I gave you money.
Jared gave me money, okay? I'm like, guys, I'm telling you, this is the deal of the century. Oh, by the rents were $1,000. Okay? What did I pay? Now, what were the rents back then? You remember? Weren't they just under $1,000?
I don't remember. I mean, probably
Yeah.
$800.
But what did I pay a unit? Remember the per unit, the 1% rule? What
was
is that,
it, 1,000?
I'm paying $59,000 a unit. I paid $59,000 a unit for the property. The rents only have to be $590 to match the 1% rule. Okay, so watch what happens. We get the loan, 2012. 2000. When did I finance it the next time, Jared? You remember?
18.
2018, I put a new loan on it.
I think it was 18.
6 years.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Okay? The new loan was $108 million. And why did I get a new loan? The value of the property is based on the value of the income. The income of the property went up, okay? The rents went from, I think they were $850 back then, Ryan. What are they now?
$1,450, $1,500. I mean, a
Okay,
range.
$1,450, okay? Remember this $600. Remember the $600 times 1,059. Go ahead and do that for me, Jared. Tell me what the increased value of the property is. But this $108 million new loan paid off a loan of $45 million. Okay, that left me with $63 million. Now the bank that I found,
What cap rate?
6.
8.2 million in new income.
Gotta be more than that.
600 times
600?
1059. times
No,
12.
600 times 1,059.
600 times 1,059 equals times 12 is 7.6 million.
No, it's 120 million. Are you crazy?
No,
that's what he's
that's
saying,
the
yeah.
income. That's the added income.
Yeah.
That's why I asked what cap rate.
Oh, yeah, but there's 120
Yeah.
million dollars new money, okay? Just on this rent bump, okay? So watch what happens, okay? So I go to, the bank calls me up, Wells Fargo says, hey, Grant, you owe $45 million. We can get you new proceeds, is what it's called, of $108 million. This is the perfect exit. Because you exit, but you don't exit. You just get your money out. We'll give you a $108 million loan. We're going to pay off the $45 million you owe to us. Okay, we're going to give you a new loan, and then you have $63 million left over. What do you want to do with it? I'm like, well, 12 of that is mine. 3 of that is my investors. What do I do with the other 48? Now, you guys understand there's $48 million. I'm paid in full 100%. My investors are paid 100%. We still own the asset. And there's still a check left over for $45 million. And that is a non-taxable event, by the way, because that's what I was worried about. I'm like, dude, don't send me that money, bro. I got to pay taxes on that money. No, not on this money. You never pay taxes on that $45 million because it's debt. I took on more debt to do that. In America, you cannot tax debt. And this is why I said to you earlier, always use debt. Always make sure your deal can support debt on the deal, okay? All right, again, guys, if you want to, I know I'm covering a lot of information. I apologize to everybody. I know I'm freaking slamming you. I've been here 2 hours right now just slamming you. Like, it's a sin, actually, what I'm doing right now. It's a sin, okay, that everybody doesn't do this, by the way. Every person in America should be able to do this. This is, that deal right there that made me $48 million, that's 5 deals that I own. We own how many today? How many different properties?
Almost 40.
39.
Yeah. So multiply that score times 8. All right. Everybody should learn it. Every college in America should be teaching this information. Every school should be teaching this information. My 14-year-old daughter knows how to underwrite debt. Okay. Now remember this. Let's say when I bought that deal, the rents were $800, and now the rents are $1,800. Just look up Port St. Lucie. Are any of them 1,800 yet?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, this is called the increased value calculation. I want you guys to take $1,000 times 1,059, multiply this, okay, times 12. Go ahead and do that, and then divide by 0.06, which is the cap rate. I'm going to do it. Let's see who does it faster. 1,059 is the number of units. The rent went up $1,000. Okay, I'm not going to count other income. I'm going to assume 100% on all of them. No expenses on it. Okay, and what did I come up with? Who came up with the number $211,800,000? That's what I came up with. So all I did was in 2012, I followed my courage and confidence and the real estate. I basically took garbage pieces of money, the US dollar, and invested it into an asset that I knew would be more valuable over time, okay? Here we are, 2024, 12 years later, I'm still here. This is when we moved to Miami. I'd say that was a pretty good move. 12 years ago, I moved here from California to get away from the nutties over there, the Fruit Loops. Came over here, and what happened over those 12 years? Rents went up $1,000 per unit. Because the rent, the value of the asset went up, the rents went up, the value of the asset went up with it. Guys, now all you have to do now is figure out, okay, is this the right time to buy real estate? I'm telling you, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. In fact, tomorrow, not next week or next month, I am going to spend every Friday between now and the live event. Can you show this screen? Every Friday between now and the live event, doing a Q&A call starting tomorrow at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, myself, yourself, you, and my team are going to be on a live interactive call answering questions. All you do is come in and ask questions. Tell me about my market. Tell me about cap rates. Tell me about debt. Tell me about what I'm looking for. Tell me about the calculator again. How do I find the information? Where do I learn how to negotiate a deal? How do I make a phone call? Like, there'll be 1,000 questions, right? I'll do that tomorrow, starting tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and again the following Friday, okay? So for all of you that are going to join me on this journey, I want to help you guys. I'll be your mentor. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay? The following 7 days later, I'm going to do another one. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to do a 2-day event live. This is live with me. This isn't like somebody else going to be sharing the information with you. I'll be here for 2 days. All this information is recorded. So in case you have to step out or miss something or go to the restroom, you didn't just get dropped a bunch of stuff, okay? You actually have the content and we can go over it. Also, I'm gonna give you this workbook. This workbook is with you when you're out looking at deals.
That's the workbook that we're gonna go through over the 2 days.
I'll go over this
full
for
workbook that they'll get access
Yeah,
to go
you're
through
gonna
the
actually
material.
do exercises. So when I tell you the underwriting calculator, the increased value formula, when I start showing you all these numbers and you're like, dude, how does the guy do this fast? Well, I've done it 10,000 times, okay? The dictionary, man. What is the short sale? Okay, boom, the full dictionary, the definition is in here. So people, when you start doing deals, underwriting deals, walking around deals, people don't get you all confused because they're using a bunch of real estate terminology that freaks you out. Also, I'm gonna give you the instant underwriter calculator that I've been using on my computer to figure out, hey, I just made $211 million on 5 units. That's $1/5 of $1 billion worth of new value in that piece of real estate. By the way, when I get that new value, okay, $211 million, it supports all my debt. Okay, guys, you want debt. Ladies and gentlemen, you need debt. This is good debt. Who's paying for my debt? 1,059 people that live in that property are paying for my debt. All right, and then what did I miss, Jared? Did I miss something? The real estate
The one-on-one
book, Cashflow
strategy
house.
call, I opened up 25 more of them.
Okay, and Jared, if you want to get on a phone with one of our people and just tell us where you're at, what you're looking to accomplish. Some of you guys, you know, like we do this club every year, just so you guys know kind of what we do. We introduce this information to a lot of people, okay? People come in, invest $297. They just get introduced to what we're doing, okay? We also have a club, a mentorship. A mentorship is $5,000. If you got any questions you want to ask the guys, this is a 52-week mentoring where you can come in every single week, not just for 2 weeks. Anything you want to know, dude, we're here to help you and support you. I do this every day, 52 weeks of the year. I'm on 85%, maybe 90% of those calls. Is that right?
Yeah, probably 95%.
And then we also do a club. Our club is an investment club. These are serious people that pay $25,000 to $50,000 a year to be involved in a club. And 3 times a year we meet in person, all kind of locations, Miami, Scottsdale. Sometimes we'll pick a new place to go to like a Cabo or the Bahamas. We've done all those locations. So that's 25 grand a year. You don't need to do either one of those tonight. What you need to do tonight is take advantage of what opportunity I'm presenting to you, okay? 1, all the information. 2, get excited about this, okay? 3, you got to get busy right now, understanding what you're looking for. Okay, grantcardone.com/now. For those of you who want to support, you want to be part of a network, you want to be part of something, you don't want to just go on your own and try to study by yourself, join me, grantcardone.com/now, grantcardone.com/now. It's $297 for a $13,000 offer. You literally get this program. This is what you're going to start with right here, the mastermind program. Mm-hmm. People paid $1 million to come to this program. Literally 100 people put together $10,000 each to do this program, and these were very sophisticated people, and 16 hours of content that we put together in full video for you to watch and learn from. And you can watch it 1,000 times if you want, share it with your family, share it with your team. This thing right here, I'm telling you, there's hundreds of millions of dollars to benefit from the information here. Don't do it one time. Do it as many times as you can to keep learning at deeper and deeper levels, okay? We're gonna give you the whole thing for $297 plus a credit for $297. And Jared said, if you're not happy for any reason and you haven't used the credit at the store, bang, we'll give you your money back, no questions asked, okay? Jared, how much more do I wanna do at this time? How much more can you guys handle? You guys want a little more information?
I think, well, there's a couple things too, like.
Or is there questions? Yeah.
3 of the biggest questions that keep coming up. Number
Please.
1 is, you keep saying no money, how do I invest? How do I invest with no money? So can you just like, for everybody that's been asking 100 times in the chat, how do I invest with no money?
Okay.
Can you tell them how to do that?
Sure. So let me just go here. Let me just go. First, you got to find a deal. Okay. You see, you guys worry about the wrong thing. This is the order. Property. What I refer to as the deal. So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but is it a deal? Dude, if it ain't a property that I'm making a deal on, I'm not doing it. Like, it's got to be a deal. But you don't know what a deal is. I do. You don't know. You don't even know what you're looking at. Okay? It'd be like, you don't know what you're looking at, so you don't even know what to see. You don't know what to look for. You don't know what to ask for. You don't know what to stop and you don't know the deal. This is 90%, 85%. 85% of the entire thing matters. This is what I will ask you. If I ask you 100 questions, 85 of them are going to be about the property. Okay? The second thing is, can it support a loan? Debt. If it can't support a debt, I'm not doing the deal, and none of you should either. This is where people get in trouble. This is the builder, the landholder, the single-family home guy. You got a single-family home, bro. You can't do it 50 times. They're not going to give you 50 loans on 50 single-family homes. Okay? 3.
Equity.
Hey, man, I don't have any money. Okay. Well, you got a mental problem is what you got. I don't have any money. You have a mental problem. Listen to me. If that's the number one question you guys are putting, I ain't got any money. Bro, you understand you don't need any money. You need the deal. Whoever controls that deal ends up with debt and money. Okay? The greatest real estate investors in the world have no money in the deals. You don't need money, you need the property. Right? Now you're like, okay, but how do I find the property? Quit worrying about the equity. Worry about the deal. Because what you guys do is y'all, well, I got $3,000. I can put $3,000 in. Okay? So now you're going to go look at what? Something that will, $97,000. You're going to buy junk. Don't do that. I'm showing you how to skip. I'm literally showing you how to skip the game. You do not have to do this like you're going to buy Christmas gifts.
So let me ask another question on this. What percentage of apartment deals that get traded in the U.S. are done by groups that have raised the money to buy the deals?
I'm going to write down. I'm going to ask you to ask Ryan, and then I'm going to show you my number.
Did you
So
hear the question?
again.
What percentage of apartment deals
Exactly.
in the U.S. are bought?
What's that?
Are bought with money that's raised. It's other people's money.
Yeah,
What percentage of deals?
95%.
Yeah, I have 99. That's my number.
Yeah.
So just so you guys understand.
The biggest Starwood has never put a penny of their money in a deal, ever.
So
Blackstone's never put a penny of money in a deal. You guys have to start operating. And by the way, I'll show you how to do this. You have to start operating like institutions. Now, if you're not a legitimate person, or you're a fraud, or you're going to just steal money from the deals and not pay your investors, don't do this. But if you are going to buy great real estate, like, you don't need to steal, man. You need to build. Don't steal, build.
Well, that's the point of being educated on the process too, because nobody's going to give you money or invest money with you if you don't know what you're talking about.
That's right.
Like, you got to be able to find a good deal, which means you need to know what to look for in a good deal. You need to be able to take that deal to the bank and have them give you debt on it. And then you have to go out to investors and make a presentation to them in a compelling enough way for them to write you a check for
Exactly.
$100,000, $50,000,
Yeah.
$500,000, whatever.
That's right. Go to my computer right now, guys. Okay, I'm gonna show you this. Okay.
Can I ask you another question?
Yeah, but also put a city in. Anybody put a city in the chat? Yes. The second question.
100% money back guarantee. Yes, correct. Okay, next question is, they keep asking this question, which is actually the right question. How do I find deals?
Good. There's a million places to find deals.
And that question is more important than how do you get the money for the deals.
Way more important. Okay. So let's say I'm in San Antonio. First thing you want to do is start where you are. Do not start in Dubai if you live in Detroit. Start where you are, okay? And then discover what type of property. Are you going to do multifamily, office, industrial? What you're doing? What kind of real estate you looking at? So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put in the type of real estate for sale, and I'm going to put in multifamily. I love multifamily. Why? Because people have to live someplace. Okay. Now these are just 4-unit deals in San Antonio. For all of you like, we can't find anything. There's nothing for sale. I just pulled up 85 results in San Antonio, a town of 400,000 people. Why is this telling me this? Okay, there it is. Okay, this is a free platform, by the way. This is called LoopNet. You can go to LoopNet, get an account. LoopNet is a sister product to CoStar. This is free, but you're not going to see everything.
It's a garbage dump, is what you call it.
And it's a garbage dump. Okay, this is where real estate goes and dies. Okay, but during cycles where there's problems, this stuff is good deals are going to be everywhere. So because people can't sell anything. Now, why is that? Well, because there's debt problems. That's why y'all need to understand. Like, you have to get a firm understanding. You have to get a complete understanding that, bro, wait a minute. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, folks. This has nothing to do with Grant Cardone. This has something to do with something way bigger than me. $2 trillion worth of debt is due. You're going to see office buildings go back to banks, and they're going to walk away. You're already seeing it in headlines. Brookfield walked away from $500 billion, $500 billion worth of real estate. You're going to see this happen in hotels. There's a hotel right now in Tucson, the Tempe.
Oh, the Omni?
The Westin, the one we stay at.
The Omni.
Yeah, dude, the loan's bad. They can't fund the loan anymore.
Wow.
You've seen it happen in San Francisco, a building that was bought for $165 million, trading for $40 million. These are steals of a lifetime. So, folks, I can't. This isn't about me. It's about you and this moment.
It's a Robin Hood moment.
This is a Robin Hood moment.
And explain what that means.
And because institutions own these assets, and institutions walk away. They don't care about going bankrupt. They don't care about turning keys over. It's called, here's the keys, I don't want the deal. I'm not going to use his name right now. He's one of the largest real estate owners in America. And I heard in a private meeting, and I'm sitting on the front row, and if I mention his name right now, everybody would know this cat. And he's like, I brought him the keys and said, here, this happened 2 weeks ago, right down south here. Here, man. And he looked at me. You were there, Ryan. He says, bank says, no, we don't want the keys. You take them back. Like, literally, you have a giant and a bank, another major bank. And they're saying, I don't want the property. You don't want the property. I don't want the property. You don't want the property. That's called the default. Okay, so they're going to default, and they're going to renegotiate the debt on that deal, or they're going to sell it. Some guy like me is going to come in and poke. You can't buy all this stuff, okay? But you can find pieces that are going to fall in your lap. So anyway, where do I find a deal, okay? I go to San Antonio, and let's say I want to be in the north corridor of San Antonio, up on the 10, and boom, there's a 4-unit deal. There's 28 units, okay? Let me see how many deals. Here's a 4-unit deal right here on Roosevelt Avenue. Here's a 6-unit deal for $800,000. Here's a 3-unit deal for $175,000. Here's 8 units right here. Cute little deal on Maryland Street. Okay, let me just, I'm gonna tighten up my filters, and I'm just gonna go to 4 units. I didn't do that yet. Price, minimum, square, units. Okay, I'm gonna go 4 to 4. Let's see how many of those there are. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-unit deals for sale. Okay, see this deal, 618 Atlanta Street? Look at this.
250.
$615,000. $615,000. You guys can buy that for $30,000 down. You get a loan for $585,000 from Fannie Mae, and you'd be in the game. Now, if you can't find this $30,000, I don't know what to tell you. You know why you can't find the $30,000? Because you quit. You don't need to have the $30,000. Well, none of my friends have $30,000. Well, then good. Get in a network of people that have $30,000 and want to invest in real estate, but don't have the time, the energy, or the resources to do it. It's a single mom that doesn't want to collect rents here. Are you willing to? Are you willing to go live there and collect the rents? Remember, if you take this deal and just raise the rents $200 times 4, give this investor, give this guy 10% on his money. Say, I'm going to pay you 10% on your money. That's double what a bank pays you, okay? And then you go raise the rents $200 and keep that. 800 times 12, and you keep $9,600 a year, and you have no money invested in the deal. There's so many different ways to make money on this, but if you guys quit before you start and simply just buy with what you have, I bought $4.5 billion worth of real estate. I don't have $4.5 billion, okay? You're first the deal, then the debt, then the equity, and now you need a network, right? So what was the other question, Jared?
The last question was, a lot of people are saying, I've got 30 to 80K in either cash in the bank or in equity in my home. What should I do?
Well, interesting. I don't know that I would touch the equity. If you only have $30,000 equity in your home, I wouldn't go sell your house today. You know, that wouldn't be the first.
What if you had 300 grand of equity in your house today?
You know, if I had 300 grand, I'd start thinking differently about it. But I would do what I did with my 12 million. What did I do? I'm just going to tell you guys what I did because I know this game works. But if you don't know it works because you don't understand all this. If this is the first time you've ever heard about this play, you're not going to go sell your house, get your equity, and go buy a piece of real estate. Mm-hmm. I studied real estate for 5 years before I made that move. Now that move required me to leave Los Angeles, sell our home, move our kids, start over new. I made $200 million on that decision. Most of you are going to hear this tonight. You're not going to do that. Most of you are going to hear that and be like, you're never going to make $200 million in your lifetime. No, because you're already given up on it before you even start. Mm-hmm. It starts with one deal. My first deal made me $3 grand. My second deal made me 30 grand. My third deal made me $3 million. It goes like this. First deal, I put $3 grand down. I made $3 grand. Second deal, I put no money down. I made 25 grand. Third deal, I put down 350 grand. And I made $4 million. Like, you just got to keep playing the game and looking and learning and growing, okay? Why? Why real estate and why now? One, it's a proven asset class, not for 30 years, for 300 years, for 3,000 years, okay? Number two, capital preservation. If you are worried about the printing of money, we printed $7 trillion. You understand, the last print was the biggest print. Every president prior to that print never printed $7 trillion. We printed more money. There's about a 48% chance today that the $100 that you have in your pocket today was printed in the last 25 months.
Wow.
It didn't even exist. Okay? So when you print that much money, okay, what happens to the value of it? It goes down. Okay? When it goes down, what happens to real assets? Like rent. That's why rents are going to spike. And rents are going to keep spiking because we're going to keep printing money. So this is called capital preservation. The reason for you serious people out there, by the way, congratulations to everybody that took advantage of this offer. Mm-hmm. Probably the number one reason I invest in real estate is the capital preservation. It is that I get to take a garbage piece of fiat money. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. I've been doing this since I was 28 years old. Every time I'd get 100 grand, I'd push it over here, knowing it was going to go into a real asset. In my lifetime, money lost 91% of its value. In my lifetime, just the time I've been on this planet, okay? So $1 million today will only buy about $90,000 worth of products in my lifetime. This is going to accelerate now, okay? In the next 10 years, you're probably going to beat up the last 9%. You'll probably lose 50% of that value in the next decade. So number two reason you want to buy real estate is capital preservation. Number three, it cash flows. It cash flows, okay? And when the rents go up, guess what? The cash flow goes up. So you're literally getting passive income. The lowest taxed income available on the planet comes in the form of passive income from real estate investments. Number four, you got something?
Nope.
It's real. It's real. Versus what? Stocks, bonds, IRAs, okay? You guys that invest in IRAs, a better question than what do I do with my equity, a better question is, what are you doing with your IRA? You have 20 years left on it, and the only reason you're keeping it is because you're like, man, I don't want to pay the 19% capital gains. It'd be due right now. Trust me, in 20 years, in the year 2044, taxes will be 80% in America. Okay, this is a scam. You're not going to pay any taxes right now. No, because they're going to whack you so hard later, it'll be unbelievable. Okay, you're not going to pay taxes right now. They're going to wait until you accumulate something, and they're going to go grab it from you when you're ready to retire. And by the way, okay, you don't want cash. You don't want cash when you retire. You want number 3, cash flow. Okay, you want a drip. You want an asset paying you. So number 4 reason to do this is real. Stocks aren't real. Bonds aren't real. Bonds are probably the single scariest freaking instrument on planet Earth today. I can't believe anybody would ever put money in a bond. A junk bond. They even tell you it's a junk bond, like it's crazy, okay? Nvidia. Yeah, dude, you get one Nvidia out of 500 stocks, okay? Good, but you're not that lucky. I'm not that lucky, okay? Number 5, tax advantages. Bitcoin, silver, gold, and the stock market, none of them offer the tax advantages that real estate does. This is the king and the Mac Daddy, okay? Nothing avoids better shelters from the IR and the S than real assets. Properties that you buy with, let's say you bought a $200,000 property and you put $10,000 down, you could write off in the first year for you and your investors probably somewhere between $80,000 and $100,000, depending on that piece of real estate. Number 6, long-term appreciation. Okay, I've showed you some of the appreciation of some of the properties. I showed you from 2012 to 2024, 5 properties that I bought and still own today. Went from being worth $59 million to $80 million to $100 million to $150 million. Over time, it just takes time. As the rents grow, so does the appreciation. And number 7 is this is what we look for at our properties, 15% internal rate of returns with the goal to go infinite. This is our target on every deal. I want 6% cash flow, 15% internal rate of return with an opportunity to go to infinite returns. That's what we look for at Cardone Capital in the assets that we buy there. We can't guarantee it. I can't say that, okay, I've achieved that on every deal I've ever done. I can tell you I've exceeded that on every deal I've ever done. Okay, it's yet to be determined on the deals I have today whether I exceed those again. Past results don't determine future results, but I know this. If I look back over the last 30 or 40 years and bought the best real estate, the best location that cash flowed, okay, and I took care of the property and I didn't over leverage, bro, it's not who makes money, it's will you make money. Okay, it's who's going to make money on the real estate when the real estate market is good and never be a seller when it's bad. All right, now the priorities. I know I'm giving you a lot of information. We'll close this down in a second. For you guys that took advantage of grantcardone.com/now, grantcardone.com/now, that's grantcardone.com/now. For those of you who took advantage, I'm going to take this down in 26 minutes. Okay, 25 minutes and 52 seconds, I'm taking it down. The offer, okay? And I welcome all you guys to join us tomorrow at 3 o'clock, okay? And then 7 days later again at 3 o'clock.
And there's also a networking community that everybody's starting to join right now that's taking advantage of this. It's a full chat. Everybody's starting to get loaded up in here. So if you guys can see this.
Yeah.
Robert,
Donna
Isabella, Wayne, good to have you guys here. John, ZB, Noel, Jeremy, Arlie, Owen, Chris Ashford, Tyler, Linus, congratulations. Y'all are joining our community so you guys can get connected with each other because the network is one of the 5 ingredients that you have to have in order to buy deals.
Yeah, and then I'm going to open it up to a bunch of questions. Everybody that, if you bought the offer, those of you who took advantage of the offer, we're going to do a little Q&A maybe today. Start that today, Jared, to close out. So for everybody that took advantage, grantcardone.com/now, you get the mastermind, 16 hours. Okay? You cannot possibly watch this one time. You will become addicted. Okay? You'll be like any of you that watch Hannah, okay, or you watch Lost. Okay? This will be the best TV you've ever watched in your life. I'm going to underwrite deals. I'll give you a PhD in real estate investing. All right? Ryan's learned some things from me, okay?
I've learned a lot.
We're going to do 2 coaching calls, and then we're going to do 2 days live on a Saturday, Sunday. Is it Saturday, Sunday?
Yep.
2 days live, interactive. If you got to step out, we'll record it for you. It's freaking awesome. People in the room will pay, you'll see them, I'll introduce you to them, $15,000 to be there. I'm going to give that to you. Okay? I don't know why they have this right there. That doesn't belong there.
No. That's just the price of it.
They can't buy it.
It's free.
I'm giving it to you for
Yeah.
free. Okay, but
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, what'd I say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do all this for $297. It's $297, and then I'm gonna give you the $297 back. You know that's got to make it suspect. What's the hook, man?
And you're going to give them a money back guarantee.
And I give you a money back guarantee. Oh man, well, I gotta be some strings attached. Nothing's free. Dude, I already gave you a bunch of free game. What you talking about? You ain't
Show
paid
up to
nothing
the-
to be
yeah.
here. God damn. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna cost you guys. Don't do this, and what's it cost you? I'm just keeping it real. Don't quit worrying about what you pay all the time. Start worrying about buying something of value. Okay, best thing you could do is watch this again and see how much you missed. Like I could do a quiz right now, and I guarantee you 90% of the room would flunk the quiz. You just can't consume all this data this fast. But I mean, I don't have forever, you know. So that's why we want to slow it down tomorrow.
We'll do Q&A.
7 days later, we're going to slow it down again. And then 2 days, in 10 days, 2 days, if you guys can't be there, I'm going to give you the recording. You're not paying for it. You're not missing anything. So literally nothing to lose unless you just don't show up. And that's on you. I can't. If you're not going to show up, you're not going to show up. So $297's all you pay for this today. I give you $297 back. Then we give you a guarantee if you're not happy for any reason. Don't use the credit. And we'll give you the $297 back. Why am I doing this? Bro, this is what I'm supposed to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends around the world. Okay, I'm going to help you get in this game. This is what I wanted when I was 28. This is what I needed when I was 29. This is what I needed when I was 30. I wanted somebody to help me, man. Not a lot of people helping people out there. And if you guys look around, all these assets are being bought by other people. And they're not friendly to the little guy. So I'm a little person. I've always considered myself one of the people. I fight for the people. I'm an underdog. And dude, I fight for people. Okay, I'm fighting for you guys right now. Okay, I'm not going to give it to you for free. I've done everything except pay you. You got to show up. You got to keep the desire in your heart. You got to read the dictionary. You got to go through the workbook. You got to listen to the videos. I know that's a bunch of stuff to do. One deal can make you $1 million. One deal made me multi-millionaire. One deal. Okay, 40 deals made me wealthy beyond anything I ever imagined in my life. I'm not bragging about that. I'm telling you, it's real in real estate. I cannot teach you how to dance. I cannot teach you how to play football. I cannot teach you how to rap. Okay, I cannot teach you how to be a public speaker. I can't teach you how to build a business with 1,000 employees. I've done all that stuff. I can't teach you how to write best-selling books. I've done that too. I can teach you this game right here. And this is the most important game you will ever learn for your financial freedom and for generational wealth. When my dad died, I was 10 years old. The following week, my mom was selling everything. Everything. We had to downsize everything. If you've ever lost the breadwinner in your family, dude, the next day, okay, cash in the life insurance, sell the stock, sell the house, sell the cars, cut down everything. And that's what we had to do. That won't happen. That won't happen when I die, okay? Because all this real estate is going to keep pumping out cash flow for my kids. I don't own stock in Amazon. I don't own stock in NVIDIA or Apple. I'm not one of the insiders over there. Nobody ever gives me a tip and says you should buy this today. Probably didn't give you a tip either. But I tell you what, I pay attention to shit, okay? And I'm watching BlackRock buy homes. I'm like, why are they doing that? Because they freaking gonna make a bunch of money, okay? They're buying what you guys are not paying attention to. So the priorities in real estate, and we only have what did I say, 20 minutes left, okay? I'm gonna take this offer down. Probably should call it your opportunity more than an offer. Priorities in real estate. First, you gotta understand, number one, the real estate is senior to everything. The property, the real estate itself. It is the most important thing. When you go to the bank's gonna be like, tell me about the real estate. They're not gonna say, tell me about yourself. They're gonna say, tell me about the real estate, okay? 2, underwriting the deal for worst case is the second thing you're gonna do. So basically, I'm gonna go through here. Let's say, let me see something. I'm gonna show you my email right now, okay? Okay, this is some guy trying to, go to this right here real quick, okay? Can you go to this? This is my Cardone Capital. So see this right here? Somebody sent me this, eXp Realty, a house. You know what I do with this? Delete. I have no interest in that house. Now, there's something, 302 units. Here's 302 units. Mr. Cardone, this is an off-market deal. My partner's good friends of one of the main principals. We're working directly with the executive team. Okay, good. Dude, I'm going to call this guy, okay? That's about a plane, not interested. This is how I handle my emails all day. Self-storage U.S. investment. I'll read this entire thing tonight before I go to sleep. Okay, here's the deal. Phoenix market update. I'll read this entire thing before I go to bed tonight. 225 unit apartment deal. Ooh, where's this deal? The only thing that comes to this address are real estate deals. And by the way, if you don't have the listing on the deal, don't send me the deal. I have no interest in talking to someone that doesn't have the listing on that deal. 225 units, 1989, 1 acre. Where is this? Where is this deal? Los Angeles County. Watch this. Watch this.
Boom, delete.
Okay, man. Okay. Let me see what this is. United States Multifamily Capital Markets Report. This is about debt. Okay, I'll read this. Here, there's a deal I saw in here today, though, Ryan. I loved it when I saw it.
I've got 25K in savings. I'm a single 33-year-old mother with one daughter and no help from no one, no credit. What should I be doing with my money?
You should learn everything that I'm telling you right here. Get on board with us. Let me help you, mentor you to learn what you're looking for, okay? Where does she live? Does she say where she lives? Because that matters.
Casey or Cassie, where do you live?
Yeah, and here's the deal right here. Morella, new listing, okay? It's 1998 built, 368 units, 1,100 square foot, average unit size, $2,500 rents. Man, I remember when I could have bought this for $1,800 a rent. It was renting for $1,800. In the last 4 years, it went up $700. Somebody's going to make a fortune on that deal. The question is, why are they selling this right now? Okay, so now I'm going to also show you something else that Jared, I want to give everybody. Okay, this is every single deal that I'm working on right now. I'm going to give you guys this spreadsheet. I'm not going to give you the content of the spreadsheet.
She lives in Ohio.
Okay, Ohio's a great market. Okay, I'm not going to give you the data on the spreadsheet, but I'm going to give you the spreadsheet. Because what we do right here is we underwrite and store our deals here. Price, fees, CapEx, price per unit, NOI, LTV, and it tells us what the cash flow in a deal is going to be. I'm going to give that to everybody. Also notice what I have in here, on market. Okay, these are on market deals that are being sold right now. These are also lost deals, another one of our headers.
I love you too, man.
No, man.
It's all right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is all these are just deals that I've lost. Why has he got Bridge Harbor in here 5 times, bro?
What?
Okay.
Oh, the deal?
Yeah.
There's different numbers on each. Look at the price. Maybe that's price adjustment.
Yeah. I don't need him to do that, dude. He's got 35, 37, 38, 37 too. Like, does he know what he's doing or not?
It's probably just all copy and paste pushed over there. We'll just delete all the
Look at
duplicates.
it. Look at it. But you know this drives me crazy, okay? Anyway, I'm going to give this to you guys, okay? This is where we store all our data. See, you guys, you don't have any data to drive you crazy. At least I got data that drives me crazy. I'm going to give you guys my underwriting spreadsheets. This is our proprietary information. How I store hundreds and hundreds of deals. Did I go over the whole list, man? You know, there it is. Clarifying the terms. Number 5 thing you're going to do. This is the order. First the real estate, then the underwriting, then communicate with a broker. Number 3, communicate with a broker. You got to, hey, brah, what's up? Jimmy Bob. Bruh, you got the deal? Jimmy, why are they selling the deal? Do y'all even know what to say? Okay. I wish I had somebody to call right now. Bruh. At 10:30. Okay. Number 4, writing a compelling offer. How do you write an offer? What offer do you send them? How do you make them sick? Like they're like, God dang, this guy's serious. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Number 5, clarifying the terms. What are the exact terms of the deal? Is it How long is my due diligence? What's my LOI look? How much money do I put down? Am I going to get financing or not? I'll teach you all that. Number 6, how do you negotiate with somebody? Right? I was on a deal. This deal was $150 million. Who do you think's on the other end of this deal? Think this guy's an idiot? This is who I've been negotiating with for the last 20 years. How much? He's got damn suits coming with him, briefcases, conference rooms. These people are intelligent, right? So we found a $400,000 problem on the property. We were under contract for $150. We found a $400,000 issue. You guys that have been in the game for a while, this will blow your mind, okay? So, somebody could say, well, look, man, just give me a credit for the $400,000 thing. And my question I asked was, is the $400,000 recurring? And they said, well, yeah, it kind of is. I said, okay, good. So I'm going to take $400,000 divided by 0.06. I was paying a 6 cap. And for that, I would expect $6.7 million of adjustment in the price, okay? If I'd asked them for $400,000, they'd have given it to me. But instead, we asked them for $6.7 million, and they gave it to us. Okay, but most people, if you're an amateur, you don't know. Oh, bro, it's recurring. A recurring $400,000 is different than a one-time $400,000. So that's how you got to know how to negotiate the deal. When do you walk away? Every deal you will be on, you can ask Ryan there. I wish we had a video.
He does.
They do.
You get embarrassed right now. How many times have you heard, Ryan, okay, you got a video on it? You got a camera on it?
They do.
I don't see you. You got to cut the shot. Ryan, how many times have you heard, oh, we got another buyer?
On every deal.
You will never hear that we're the only buyer.
We were talking about that last night.
Dude, every time.
There's always another guy.
We have multiple buyers. We have 15 buyers. I have never been on a deal where I was the only guy on the deal. Okay, back to me. Okay. 7, adding value to the property. How do I add value to a piece of real estate? Most of the time, the number one way to add value is to remove shit. Don't add stuff. Okay, so typically the first thing we do when we do it right is we'll go and take stuff off the property. Okay? That's the first thing we'll do. Why? Because that shows people something's happening. I don't go put something on it first. And number 8, how are you going to sell this deal and get out? Worry about that later. Worry about the management, the problems, the issues. I remember I did an interview with Robert Kiyosaki, and Robert's like, oh, managing the property is the hardest thing. I'm like, that ain't the hardest thing, bro. I don't manage any of this. I have 12,400 units. When I told this guy this, he freaking lost his mind. I said, bro, managing ain't hard part. We third party all the management. I'm not pulling tampons out of toilets. Okay, I'm not handling termites and evictions. I'm not handling bed bugs. All that stuff happens. Guess what? Give it to a third party. Let them handle it. Okay? We collect money from 12,000 units. Our average rent's $1,900. Are we at $1,900 yet?
$2,000.
Okay? $2,000. Let's do $2,000. Okay? Now, I'm as close to a public company, a private company that's public as you can get. Okay? So we can document all this. Do the math.
24,880,000.
This is how you underwrite real estate or a portfolio of real estate. How much is it?
24,880,000.
Okay, that's the total possible gross income
per month.
If 100% of the people paid their rent. Okay? Now, 100% of the people will not pay their rent. So figure 94% do. What is that number? 94.
23,387,200.
Okay, now 23 million, is that a month or a year?
A month.
Times 12.
280 million.
280 million.
646,000.
Dollars a year in income, okay? That's the gross income of the property. Now, there's a thing called other income, okay? We buy really, really nice properties where people have VIP parking, they have dogs, they have extra fees for Wi-Fi or smart locks or electricity or et cetera, okay? I want you to multiply that $280 million a year times 1.05.
294, 678.
Okay, so there's another $15 million in just other income. Okay, so $295 million. Now, we don't buy real estate for short periods of time. Okay, that's that portfolio. Is it 295?
Yeah, 295 million.
Okay, now we don't buy real estate for short periods of time. I'm telling you, our real estate today is worth somewhere between $4.5 and $4.7 million, maybe a little more than that. I don't really care about $4 billion, okay? I don't really care about that. What I care about, because I'm not selling it today anyway, in year 2034, in Florida, we have 8,000 units here, some in Houston, Texas, some in Austin, Alabama, great locations, great properties. We take care of them, very close to most Whole Foods and or Starbucks, okay? Is it reasonable to say in 10 years the rents will be $1,000 higher than they are today? Is that just fair to say that over the next 10 years, the rents will go up $100 every year for 10 years? If you guys believe the rents could go up $1,000 in 10 years, please put that in the chat. Just put in the word reasonable. Because I just told you guys, I'm not in it for today. Okay, yeah, this is a very impressive number. It's $300 million worth of revenue. Okay, that's not how I work. I think, I need to see the chat, guys. I can't see it.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Conservative, Cowboy Kurt. Neanderthal, yes. Lita, yes. Sasquatch, reasonable. Christina, reasonable. Dr. TD, reasonable.
It's hilarious. Neanderthal.
I'll tell you a name somebody used later.
Matt Max said a little sleep. Reasonable, reasonable, yep, yes, reasonable. Depends on the city, but overall, yes. Okay, we're buying Miami, Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, the Heights in Texas, Tampa,
Naples,
Naples,
Fort Myers,
you know.
Orlando.
Okay, good. Now, I want you guys to take and figure the increased value calculation. What?
Mandy's laughing at us.
Why?
No, just going back and forth. She likes it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So look, we have a property right here. I know these numbers are massive, but look, if you could do the big numbers, you could do the little numbers. Okay. So we have $300 million worth of income of this property. Okay, that's worth something. Everybody agree? That income is going to go up. It's called the increased value calculation. You do not have to understand today's valuation. Look for the future because that's what you're invested in for long periods of time. I want you to take 12,440 units times $1,000. By the way, some people believe the rents that we have today will double in 10 years. They would go from $2,000 to $4,000, but I'm not going to go there.
12.4 per month.
$12.4 million a month.
Per year, it's 148.8.
148 million?
Yep. 800.
That's fine. 800. Okay. Okay. Now I want to multiply this times 50% because I have expenses on this.
Okay. 74.5 or 74.4.
$74,500,000.
Wait, hold up. Your expenses don't change when you raise the rents.
I know, but I'm going to go ahead and crack it.
Conservative, Jared.
Okay, what Jared's saying is, hey, you went from $2,000 a month to $3,000 a month, and the expenses wouldn't go up because you added
higher rents.
because you raised the rents.
But taxes would go up.
Taxes in some of these cities are going to go crazy. You guys got to plan on taxes. I always say worst case scenario. Use the worst case scenario. It's rule number 2. Use the worst case scenario, dude. You're going to be surprised later. Maybe you're happy. Okay. Now I want to take this. How much is this? 14 million? No, 74.
74.
I want you to divide that number by 0.06 or 6%.
$1.2 billion.
And I will have increased the value of my portfolio by $1.24 billion. Okay, I'm going to give 80% of that to our investors. I'm going to keep 20% of it. I'll make $200 million. What did I do? Oh, I was just confident about the real estate. Jesus, I didn't really do anything except find a deal, negotiate the deal, fund the deal, manage the asset or the management company, okay? Handle all the bullshit, the investors, the problems, the situations, the insurance. I'm flying to London in a couple days just to go negotiate insurance. I negotiated the deal, find the deal, fund the deal, manage the deal, take care of our investors, and I wait for $1.2 billion. What did I do, really? I didn't really do anything, guys. I want to tell you guys, I didn't really do anything except find a great piece of real estate. I didn't over-leverage it. I didn't abandon it. I didn't abuse it. I didn't take care. I took care of the tenants. But what did I do? I waited. There's an old saying in real estate. Ryan, what is the saying?
Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait.
That's right. That's right. So look, guys, if you've always wanted to buy real estate and you're willing to wait, okay, right now is not the time to wait. It's the time to learn. There's a crash happening in this kind of real estate, and it's happening right now, and it may never happen again in my lifetime. I believe, and we got 4 minutes left, I believe in the next 18 months we will have the greatest Robinhood real estate opportunity of my entire lifetime. You've seen me talk on Fox News about it, Fox Business, CNBC. I've written about this. Like, if you guys just go to Grant Cardone predicts crash.
MSN.
I've been very public about this,
Yahoo.
okay?
I mean, I'm sitting in New York City. If I had my druthers, I would think that Florida or Texas would be a better bet, just given the.
Are you playing it? Are you showing it to them? I don't see it. Okay, see
Opportunity to
this?
come into Chicago, California, and New York City.
Are they
I was
seeing it?
completely
Oh, there you
confident,
go.
Steve, this was the year to come. And when that ruling happened, it was like pencils down,
Okay, that's
don't
good.
touch it, don't go there.
Now, Grant, what is it about?
Okay, so that was 2 days ago or yesterday, something like that. In Business Insider, I wrote on December 18th, 2023. What was that, 2 months ago?
Yep.
Grant Cardone, a real estate investor, blasted the Fed for freezing the housing market with its interest rates. Apartment prices will plunge to bargain levels, okay? Yahoo Finance, December 14th. Grant Cardone, 2024 will start the greatest real estate cycle, how to take advantage of it. Daily Mail Online, December 17th. Investment expert predicts trophy real estate will soon be available to everyday U.S. citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, you're the everyday. You guys that live outside the country, come buy real estate in America if you can. Okay, if you can't do it because you're an outsider, come in here and put money together with somebody that wants to do it and buy as much as you can. I'm telling you. I had a meeting last night with a guy from Colombia. I had another meeting with a group out of Mexico, and they're like, we want to buy real estate in America right now during this correction. This is happening. It's happening now. The only thing we need to get you ready for, okay? We got to get you guys with confidence. Okay, you're going to be out there looking at maybe a 14-unit deal or a 40-unit deal. You're looking at 14 to 40 units, and you can buy that. And then you're going to stumble across a 400-unit deal. Okay, guess what? Go buy the 14, buy the 40, buy them both. But don't throw this away because I can buy it. And if you buy a deal, I'll keep you on the deal. We'll figure out some way, Jared. We'll figure out some kind of way. Let's do all three of these. You buy the 14, the 40, you keep those, and me and you will do a deal on this 400, and we'll accelerate people's careers. And rather than Blackstone or BlackRock or Goldman or JP Morgan buying them, hey, everyday people finally get to buy the best real estate in America. It has changed my life to be able to do this. Okay, guys, we're down to 38 seconds, and then we're going to go to Q&A. If you haven't taken advantage of this, grantcardone.com/now. This will never be offered again. Okay, grantcardone.com/now. This is what I'm giving you, the masterclass, the coaching calls, the real estate strategy call if you want to take advantage of it. It's free. I'm giving it to you. Okay, how to create wealth investing in real estate, the dictionary, the workbook for the 2-day workshop that I'm giving you for free. Okay, there's going to be people in the room that pay 15 grand for that. It's live and it's 10 days from right now. And I'm going to send you the Cashflow hat and some tools to get started with. Like our 10X water bottle that I drink out of, the 10X rule book, the real estate workbook that I mentioned, our day timer that we use for taking notes. I'm going to give you all that as a sign of appreciation. You pay $297 when you transact, and then I give you a credit for $297. You guys understand how that works? This is what happens. Okay? You pay $297, bang, on a credit card. I'm going to give you a $297 credit at my store. You can use that against anything you want. 10X Growth Conference, sales workshops, coaching workshops, one-on-one coaching with me if you want to do it. You can use it for a boot camp, a business summit, a real estate event that we do, however you want to use it, okay? And Jared said he was going to give you a guarantee. If you're not satisfied and you haven't used the credit, we'll give you 100% credit if you're not satisfied, or you find out you can't use it, or you're busy, or you never got to it, or whatever, dude, whatever your reason is, okay? I'm going to build a massive network, folks. Why am I doing this? I'm going to build a massive, massive network across the planet of real estate investors, serious people that want to dig in. They're tired of working for the man. They're tired of just trading time for money, and you're serious about building real generational wealth for yourself and your family. I'm going to build the biggest network of real estate investors ever put together on planet Earth. Hopefully you're like-minded. Hopefully you want to provide for your family, take care of your family, and you know one day you will not be able to take care of your family. Okay? On that day, when that day comes from you and it comes from me, are you going to be in a position to take care of your family when you can no longer take care of your family? Well, guess what? You can do that with real estate. By buying the right real estate in the right location at the right time at the right price that cash flows and is not over leveraged, you can take care of your family, your community, okay, your extended family for years to come. All right? Did I finish the math on that deal? Yeah, I finished the math. It's a lot of money. We're going to make a lot of money. That's what we're going to do. Okay? All right? And that's what you guys should be doing. I'm not here to brag to you about the money I made in real estate. I'm here to show you, encourage you, and inspire you of what's possible when you buy the right real estate. Okay? All right, Jared, give him 30 more seconds. Give me a clock down. 30, 29, 28, and then we'll go to the Q&A. Okay, Jared?
Okay, I asked them to start loading up with questions. John said, do you buy existing?
Wait a minute. Give him the 29 seconds, man.
Okay.
Okay? Don't we have we need a little countdown clock, like ding, 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 29, 28. We got to get one of those, guys.
Coming right now.
We should be able to find one of those, like a game clock or something.
Jeopardy.
GrantCardone.com/now. It's GrantCardone.com/now, guys. I'm here. You're like, why is this guy doing this? Okay. It can't be the 297. I'm giving it back to you. So why am I doing it? Okay. So, yeah, play that. Dude, why am I doing it? Okay. I got 16 million people follow me online. If only 1%, how much is that, Jared? 1% of 16 million.
It's 160,000.
No, it's not.
10% is 1.6 million.
16,000.
160. No. 160,000.
Okay.
10% is a.
Let's say 1% of them, of the people that follow me, took advantage of this today. Okay? And let's say 1% of those find a deal. What's 1% of that?
1,600.
Let's say 1,600 people, different people, found one property that had 400 units. Is that right? 1,600. That's crazy, dude. Huh?
It'd be 640,000 units.
640,000 units.
I only have 12,000 right now. I'd be the biggest, baddest landlord on planet Earth. I would own more real estate than the top 10. No. Yeah, I would. I'd own more real estate than the top 10 real estate
Combined.
You would own almost every apartment in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. There's 800,000 units in Dallas, Texas.
That'd be crazy.
Okay, I would own Dallas, basically. What's up, boys?
Welcome.
Make sure you pay that rent, son.
What?
Make sure you pay that rent, boy. Keep it time.
You want to pop?
No, and don't be on time with that rent. Pay 5 days late, bro, because that gives us that $75.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Okay, John says, do you buy?
No, somebody asked, what is it? GrantCardone.com/. I'd be bigger than Vanguard State Street. Let me see. If we just did this together, $640,000, 640,000 units. That's 1% of the entire audience times, let's say the average deal.
300,000, 250.
Yeah. Let's do 250 a unit. That's
160 billion.
160 billion. 1/8 of $1 trillion. Plenty of money for everybody.
You're counting zeros. You're like,
Let's go, man. Let's go. Y'all want to get rich? I don't want to get rich by myself. I want to get rich with other people. So, but you guys got to take it serious. I got people working in this company. You guys listen to this stuff and y'all don't take advantage of it. It's crazy, man. Okay? All right, Jared, let's do the Q&A. Hey, by the way, I'm pulling for you guys. Even if you guys don't take advantage of this tonight, I still want to do something with you. Like, I love you guys. I'm pulling for you. Black, brown, white, male, female, young, old, whatever you do in your personal time, I don't care. However you vote, I don't care, man. I'm telling you, do this tonight because you're not going to change this country without owning some part of the country. The more the country you own, the more you can change the property rights where you live. Okay, Jared, let's do this.
John said, do you buy existing real estate or build ground up?
I buy existing only, and I would suggest to all of you to buy existing only. And the reason why is you can buy cheaper than you can build today.
And cash flows from day one.
Yeah.
Question from Dr. TD. What are the best cities to invest in?
Best cities to invest in right now, Tampa, great city. Tampa better than Orlando. Fort Myers, Naples, Bradenton, all that south of Tampa, all the way down to Naples. I would tell you the Space Coast. I love the Space Coast right now. We own a bunch of stuff up there, but I'd like to get more stuff. Palm Beach will be a great market. Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Houston. You got to be very patient and very, very selective in Houston. I'm just thinking about different places. Austin, but not right now, but in the future. Austin better than San Antonio, but again, you got to be careful of your entry right now. Scottsdale, Arizona, absolutely love it. Tempe, love it. Mesa, love it. Downtown Phoenix, don't love it. South Carolina, Greenville, Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, love it. Atlanta, a little scary. Alabama, anything east of Mobile, freaking just blindly buy it all. Huntsville, Alabama, love it. Memphis, Tennessee, hate it.
Nashville?
I don't think I'm ever going to change on that. Nashville, Clarksville, shit, Arkansas, dude. I wouldn't mind Arkansas, but you got to know the market. Again, I don't know all these markets, okay?
So Dasher said, I live in...
Jacksonville, phenomenal.
Dasher said, I live in New York City. Can I buy in other markets?
Yes, you can. You can. You need to partner with somebody else. You need to live in New York City and buy in Florida. That's all the money's coming down here. Every time you guys do something stupid up there, it's just sending money down here. This Judge Ergeron or whoever, that guy's going to sell more real estate in Florida than all the real estate agents and brokers combined.
Reasonable said, do we get all the videos in email? Yes.
Yes, you get all the videos in an email.
Somebody else asked about the guarantee. If you show up to the 2-day event and you don't think it was worth it, we'll give you your money back as long as you don't use the credit. Let's see, what else? Oakland said, any good cities in California to invest in?
I mean, look, there's great markets in California. We were actually, I was telling Ryan, I said, I'm ready to start buying in California again. And then this ruling that came up. So number one, you can't, look, there's markets you can buy in California and you're going to be fine. No matter what happens, you can always be fine. There's markets that you probably don't want to be in. Just walk in. There's probably markets you don't want to be in because you're not going to be able to collect the rents. You know, the upper end, you're going to be all right in the upper end of stuff, okay? Because you got people that want to live in Santa Monica, or you got people that want to live in Malibu, okay? Well, they're going to pay their rent, okay? You got La Jolla, California. Ain't nobody not going to pay their rent in La Jolla, California, dude. Because if they don't pay their rent, they're never going to live in La Jolla, California again. So even if the local politician says you don't have to pay your rent anymore, the surfer in front of Windy City Beach in La Jolla is going to be like, bro, I'm paying my rent. Because I live for one thing, to surf that freaking break 5 days a week.
Brandon said, I'm starting from ground zero. What's the first thing I should do?
You should go to grantcardone.com/now. Most important thing you could do right now is go to that link, purchase, and start studying.
Let's see here.
Cap rates. Depends on where you are. Cap rate determines where you are right now. Okay, Las Vegas. If you're in Las Vegas in some 1970s, 1980s building, you should probably be at a 7.5 to an 8 cap. If you're in good stuff out in what's that neighborhood in that Dana lives in?
Summerlin.
Yeah, you live out in Summerlin. You're going to pay a 5.5 to 6 cap. You're probably going to be a little negative on your debt today, which is why I wouldn't use debt today. For you guys that are more sophisticated, okay, we just bought a deal, $65 million. We will pay cash for that deal. Watch how it works. We'll pay cash for the deal. Okay, this is what you'll start getting into this in the master class. We'll pay cash. We raised the entire $65 million from other people, okay? We will wait until interest rates breach 4%, and they will. I believe they will do this within 18 months, especially another president. They'll breach 4%. At that time, we'll go back and put $35 million worth of debt on this deal. We will return the $35 million to our investors. We will finance $30 million on the deal, and our cash flow will go from 6% to 9%. We'll actually get good debt, push the cash flow percentage up, and return the money to our investors. And those guys will take the $35 million and they'll come reinvest with me in another deal.
Virginia said, can I invest with $5,000 while I'm a student in the program?
Smart of you to do that, by the way. Say I'm going to school. I got 2 years left. I'd go buy a $200,000 asset with $10,000 down, live in one of the units, rent the other 3 out. I wouldn't live in some student housing, 4 people to a room. I'd go, moms and dads, you guys are putting your kids in some bullshit dormitory with 3 other kids that smoke crack, okay? And you should be putting your kid and saying, here's 200 grand, we're gonna buy the asset, you're gonna own it, you're gonna rent the other 3 to 3 idiots, okay? And you guys make money off of your kid doing foolish things.
On average, how much time should I spend every day studying your programs?
Dude, I would spend at least 1 hour. If you spend 7 hours, 8 hours a day working for somebody else, spend at least 80 minutes training, okay? Like if you guys knew how much time I spent every day reading, studying, making phone calls, working out, all these things are taking care of myself. Like you have to take care of yourself. You're the most important investment you can make in your life, okay? This is what the investments, how you should spend money. Okay, I'm not buying belts and shoes. I have no interest in them. I'm buying me. Me. This is what I invest in. Me, and me. Okay, most important thing you can invest in is me. Then your biz. Whatever makes you money. If you're washing cars and you're making money washing cars or mowing lawns or delivering pizza, freaking get great at this. Invest in yourself, invest in you. And the third thing is all day long, all the time, real estate. That cash flows. That somebody else will want in the future. Go ahead, Jay.
John says, don't you think Section 8 would be better because it's guaranteed by the government?
Well, I mean, there's an argument to be had for Section 8. I don't love it because I don't want to be at the bottom of the food chain. I also don't love it because none of the institutions are buying it. So, I'm guaranteed to collect rent from 93% of my audience. Because we have great buildings. By the way, the greater the location, the nicer the building, the more likely you are to get the rent, okay? Also, the Section 8 stuff. The problem with Section 8 is it'll cash flow. My uncle had 40. You can't scale it. You can't really scale out and get lots and lots of Section 8. But it is a business. You can certainly do that business.
How do you find market rents, BJ asked?
Man, it's easy. All you got to do is go on apartments.com. Finding the rents in Savannah, Georgia would be like today, come on. Savannah rents. I like this market, by the way. Savannah apartment rents. I mean, it's even going to tell me down to little markets, okay? Apartments. And you can go on, there's all kind of platforms you can go on, okay? Rents are $1,350, $1,650, $1,250, $1,800, $1,850, $1,575, $2,000, $1,760, $1,325. Hey, what am I looking at? $1,000, $1,600, $1,500, $1,279. You guys see $800 rents here? I don't see any. 1568, 1367, 1373, 1368. Look what I'm going through. Okay, 1395, 1538. I'm doing research right now. Okay, 1859, 1595, 1324. Have you guys seen an $800 rent yet? I haven't.
Not one.
Okay, now let me sort them. I'm gonna go low to high.
You want to do an advanced question?
804, 870, 885. This is the lowest they are there, 915. Okay, all those rents are going to get pulled up, by the way. The low end will get pulled up with the high end. The high end will fall over the next 2 years. These $4,000 rents, those are going to fall. The bottom will get pulled up, okay, in this cycle.
Here's an advanced one. Simo said, how do you calculate interest and debt on a deal? We just do some quick math.
Well, so let's say I found a deal that was 200 grand. Plenty of these, by the way, all over the country. 45% of all the apartment stock in America is 4 units or under. Okay, that represents probably, look up the total apartment stock in America. It's got to be 30 million.
Let's see.
So there's probably 15 million units that are just 4s. Right? So let's say we found one, we put how much down? $10,000. Okay? I'm financing 190.
What does this say? 23 million?
Yeah, that's right. Somewhere between 20 and 30 million 4-unit properties in America, okay? So now I need to finance, let's just do this for simple math, can we, guys?
Yeah.
210, I put $10,000 down, and I finance 200, okay? Now, I'm not gonna go use a mortgage calculator. Interest rates today are 6%, and you're gonna add to that number 1.25. So can I get money for 6 right now?
It'd be tough, but right around there, yeah.
Okay, what do you think?
So
whatever the rate
six-
is, whatever the rate is, what, 6 and
Six and a half, yeah, at least.
Okay, 6.5.
Okay.
Whatever the rate is, you take the rate and you add, there's a cheat sheet, 125. Okay? So you're going to take the 20 grand times 7, in this case, 775.
Okay.
775. And that's your principal and interest.
15.5.
Okay? Now you have $15,500 per year in principal and interest.
E&I.
Okay? Now I'm going backwards in the deal. This deal is 200 grand, 200,000 for 4 units, 50 grand a door, and I'm earning, let's say, $1,000 a month. This deal is going to spit money. Times 4, times 12, is $48,000. At $48,000 in income, okay, I have $15,000 of principal and interest, and I probably have $12,000 expenses. Probably have $12,000 because it's a small deal. I'm collecting the rent. I'm not having to do any advertising. So I got 48 less 12 less 15. This deal is going to make 11,000 bucks a year. How much did I put down? I made 11 grand. Okay, $11,000. I wish I knew this when I was 28. I put 10 grand down. I got 100% of my money back in year 1. Okay, now you're like, yeah, but I lived there. Yep, you lived there and you paid rent there, and that's what you should do. Okay? Oops. Okay? Anyway.
Dan C says, I've got $350K liquid. What deal size should I be looking at?
You should be looking at a $12 million deal. That's what you should be looking at. Now, you're like, oh my God, I only have 350 grand. I can't buy a $12 million deal. Yes, you can. 350 grand and 10 more people at 350 grand, and you can buy that deal. Okay? You should not buy the deal size that you qualify for. You should buy 10x that size, because those deals make more money faster and they're easier to manage.
Central Missouri said, what's considered over-leveraging?
Over leveraging would be anything above
70.
Definitely over 75 or 80%. Definitely. This deal, that last deal, you know, with the 95%, I mean, I'm living there, man. So it's like it's a way to enter the game. But you know, we're probably 50% leveraged. I never want to get over leveraged because I don't want to lose the asset. Okay, guys, look, let's do this, okay? GrantCardone.com/now, okay? I want to close this out because we could be answering questions for the next 3 hours. Hopefully you appreciate the 3 hours and 10 minutes we spent with you tonight. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you asking questions. I appreciate you being interested in what I'm doing, okay? I hope you take advantage of the GrantCardone.com/now. I'm going to close this out right now. We've gone a little long with my staff. I got a lot of people here. I really, really appreciate everybody. I'm hoping we can find some deals together. I'm hoping you and I can find some deals together. That doesn't work, let's cut that in half. I don't get a deal out of it, you do. Okay, I'm happy, man. All I ask you to do is when I'm in your town, wherever you live, dude, come grab me. Okay, I'm having a coffee, buy me a cup of coffee. Hey, Grant, I have a special coffee. I have 4 shots with foam to the top in a grande cup. Okay, 4 shots, grande cup, biggest cup they have, venti cup, and then foam to the top. But it's got to be foam. It cannot be milk. No
Bone
milk,
dry.
just
Bone
the
dry.
foam. If I get you a deal, you land a deal, you get a deal, you make money and get you started, just buy me a cup of coffee with someplace when I'm in your town. I'm pulling for you. I want you to do great. I want you to win. Look, money's getting destroyed in this country. Okay, our rights are being taken away. The institutions are taken over. They even have a mantra. You will own nothing and be happy about it. Okay, I'm trying to change that for people. Okay, I am going to be the largest property owner in America. I'm going to do this with regular, everyday people. When you get involved today, you start getting an education about exactly what I'm investing in myself. Whether you and I do a deal in the future or not is up to you. It's not up to me. Okay, I'm doing deals anyway. I'd like to build a massive network of people, like-minded, everyday, regular Joe Schmoes and Jills, okay? So we can start battling against these major institutions, these big giant machines that seem to be taking over the world. Okay? So last thing, let me just tell you what you get again. The master class. This is 16 hours of content. When you watch it, you're going to see a room of about 108 people exactly, and they all paid $10,000 to be in that room. It was 2 full days, it's 16 hours. We recorded the whole thing for you, and you get to follow along, okay? Tomorrow and the following Friday, we're going to do 2 Q&As with a smaller group of people than what we have here right now, okay? We're going to try to answer as many questions as we can, and then 10 days from right now, is it 10 days? Is that what it is? Or
Yeah.
9 days or whatever? Okay, we're going to do a 2-day event with you that's live. I'm going to take the information I gave you today and I'm going to stretch it out and go over this workbook right here, okay? This workbook, you'll get this in the mail, okay? Or you get it PDF'd.
Everything goes through PDF. So 2 things.
Yeah.
All the courses, all the programs are delivered virtually to you. And then after you transact, you're going to get another email that's going to ask you for your address. And that's where the 10X toolbox is going to be mailed to. So you're going to get the physical box mailed out to you with all the extra goodies in there. And then immediately when you transact, maybe a couple minute delay, you'll get an email with access to virtually to all the programs.
Also, I'm going to give you our dictionary, okay, on all the most important words that I use in real estate. We're going to give you the real estate strategy call. Do we have any of those left?
Let me see here.
Okay, we'll see if we have any of those left. You got to schedule that. They can't do any more of those today, but maybe tomorrow you could schedule a call and just maybe go over with one of our coaches, like what's your problem? What are you looking to do? What are you looking to accomplish? Are you brand new? Are you medium? Your experience? What are you trying to accomplish here, okay? We'll do the one-on-one strategy call. I'm going to give everybody that takes advantage of this the instant underwriter calculator. Thing is sick, bro. Right? So like, what's my portfolio worth? Okay, let me just go in here. I'm going to go to my instant underwriter calculator. I got 12,440 units. Watch this. I'm going to calculate. See how long this takes me. Put me on the clock. Okay, it's starting at 51. Market rents are 2,000. Other income is 6%. Occupancy is at what, Ryan? 94, 95,
Yep.
94.5. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, and we're at about 45% expenses across the board. Is that right? Thank you, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right on.
And
yes, sir.
And I'm not selling any of this for less than a 5 cap. Okay. 12,440. Oh, yeah, we got all that retail. I forgot. Okay, this gives me a value of $3.2 billion. So what am I doing wrong, Ryan? That's probably right, huh?
Your expenses are probably too high.
Yeah.
So we're probably at 39 or 40%.
Yeah.
And then you got a bunch of retail and other.
Oh yeah, I forgot. What's my other? My other's. Oh yeah, we got all that retail.
And you got office too.
Yeah. I got almost a million. No, not a million. 500,000 square feet of office. So let me change this to This is just the apartment portfolio. So we have 500,000 square feet of office. No, we have 225,000 here. What is that right there? 225.
250.
Yeah.
250,000 square feet.
And that rents for 250,000 times $52 times, 250 times 52. Yeah, that's a $1.3 million in income right there, divided by 0.08. Yeah, that's another $162 million. And then we have the other deal, okay? So that just shows you how fast you can calculate something, right? If you guys go out and buy your first deal, you buy 42 units, and the rents are $900 a month. Oops, $900. Watch how fast it goes. I'm gonna take out other income because you probably don't have a bunch. Your occupancy is, let's say, 98%. Your expenses are 25. Could be lower than ours, 35, let's say. And you got a cap rate of a 7. You should offer $4.1 million. Bang! That was less than 20 seconds. Okay? So look, we're going to give you the instant calculator. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you the store credit. I'm also going to give you my Excel spreadsheet where we basically track every deal. Somebody put in there, why do you keep a track of lost deals? Because lost deals become deals tomorrow. All deals that I didn't buy this cycle will become a deal in another cycle. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. God bless you guys. I really appreciate everybody on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and right here on Ustream. Thank you for joining us. And congratulations, by the way, to everybody who took advantage of this unbelievable, crazy, ridiculous, stupid if you don't, offer where you literally get a credit in your store, and Jared, okay, crazy man that he is, offered you guys a 100% money back guarantee. If for any reason you didn't like it and hadn't used the credit, we will give you a credit on it. God bless you guys. Be great. And I look forward to seeing your first deal.
And I wish you would try to test me, yo. You should listen to the lesson, no. Masterminds out of Mexico, I invested dough and I let it grow. Regiments I got a pocket full. Rich the income and your taxes low. Spend it right and then invest some more. And if you don't believe me, ask my doctor down. What you mean? You mean Uncle G? Planting seeds for these money trees. Who got my money, please? Everywhere you wanna be like Visa, MasterCard, American Express. I bought the bank and I bought the checks. I buy apartments, I send checks. Yo, billionaire went undercover, help y'all discover who did it best. Just bought 2 choppers, can't wait till they see the face and they see what I do next. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know like I know, you getting cash flow. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know like I know, you getting cash flow.
Yeah, and only then do I buy something stupid. How stupid can you go? You can go as stupid as your cash flow.
You know what heals all ills? Deals. Look who went from meals to bills. It's eat what you kill when you're in the field. In the pipeline overflowing, I don't drip, I spill. We don't seek talents now, we want extraordinary. If you really knew my dreams, it'd be more than scary. We got more to spare, ain't no shortage, baby. Winning by the chopper and another for my lady. Talking about the bird in the strap, say the word and she handle that. Fully loaded, put it at the target, and you know we letting off every man. Got my money, who got my bag? You can never get it if you never ask. Big bags, legendary swag. Only one thing better than cash. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know like I know, you getting cash flow. When I walk through the door, I'm talking cash flow. And if you know like I know, you getting cash flow. When I walk through, no I won't do, no I won't do, no I'm talking to, not to, you don't about to do what? walk in that door.
Chapter 6, Step 4, Who's Got My Money?
Deal estate, I hear the money knocking, ding dong. Tell me, do you got it? Step inside the office, and you see us ballin', cause the every day you know that we bossin', yeah. Said I gotta get that dough, gotta get it. Said I gotta get that dough. Hold up. Talking meals, here I'm talking hungry. Talking meals, now I'm talking money, yeah. And I just feel like you got that for me, yeah. Another deal right before the morning, yeah. Talking credit or cash, every question they ask, we gon' get to the bag. But they don't believe it, they say, how he achieve it, they say getting rich is a fantasy, Uncle G, what they say, watch where you getting advice, get you a millionaire mind, do you some millionaire math and multiply like chapter 5, then I got one question, hold up, 2 questions, can you keep it 100, do you want blue blessings, say we got all the answers, that's a scuba lesson, do whatever it takes, like season 2 especially. Mikey B gon' ring the bell and get the 2-stepping. I doubled up and Jay say, homie, quit your 2-Xing. Dominate, don't compete. Champion came to win. What you say, Uncle G? Can we ask him again? I say, who got my money? Who got it? Who got it? Who got my money? Who got it? Who got it? Who got my money? Who got it? 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 Yeah. Who got it?